Sports Grid's real-time data transforms viewers into informed sports enthusiasts. Get the best in game live coverage during all the games, as well as the most in-depth pregame previews from hosts like Scott Farrell, Donnie Rightside, Ben Stevens, Gabe Moritzi, and many more. To find out where you can watch Sports Grid, go to sportsgrid.com/watch. It's smarter to be on Sports Grid.
And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. For the fastest 2 hours on radio, with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're live at Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. This is the show where we have a variety show. We have lots of guests and so much great stuff here at Tackle Day. So many great people are going to be here. And, of course, we'll hear from the man Doug Kern, talk about all the big sales going on today. So you stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube and Facebook Live, and, of course, the Sports Grid Radio Network and 1090 AM.
If you're into saltwater fishing, listen to this. Saturday, November 2nd, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Hi, this is Doug Kern. We are pulling out all the stops on this one. Over 20 manufacturers reps like Shimano and Power Pro. Check out all the Shimano and Power Pro product we have, like the all-new Talica A Series reel. Backed by popular demand, the Shimano Tranks Casting Contest. Cast a Shimano Tranks 500 and a Shimano Terramar 90H rod and show your surface iron casting skill. You'll see Shimano Terramar is the perfect rod to handle tough fish. The secret is TC4 blank construction. Match your Shimano Terramar rod with the Shimano Tranks 500 reel. Shimano's X-Ship and HEG technologies in the Shimano Tranks combine to provide massive cranking power with a smooth and effortless retrieve. It's our biggest sale of the year, Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, and accessories. Saturday, November 2nd.
There are moments that change our perception of what is and isn't possible. Cosmic shifts where the stars align with the earth to alter how we see the world. The release of King Tide is one of those moments. This is the crowning achievement of Costa's 40-year legacy on the water, the culmination of every innovation and lessons learned up until this point. Wins and losses and highs and lows have brought us here to stand witness to a legacy brought to life, achieve the ultimate potential on the water. Costa King Tide, rule the water.
Been thinking of purchasing a new outboard? Don't delay and purchase a brand new Yamaha outboard.
Sounds good. I like
deal during Yamaha's Wide Wake for Spring sales event. From now until December 6th, 2024, eligible new 25 to 2.5 horsepower outboards come with up to $500 in dealer credit. New Yamaha 450 to 425 horsepower outboards include 7 years of coverage protection, and new 350 to 30 horsepower outboards come with
what's up, buddy? How are you?
of coverage protection. No need to delay during Yamaha's Wide Wake for Spring sales event. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today. Yamaha, reliability starts here. Authorized December 6, 2024. Subject to change. Other restrictions and conditions apply. What models included? New 2.5 to 25 horsepower four-stroke outboard is dealer credit up to $500.
Oh, great.
Based
Okay.
on horsepower. Awards and
annual
services purchased at the authorized participating dealer that sold the outboard. And no extra cost to consumer. Before 25 to 50 horsepower is the 24-month Yamaha extended added 60-month factory limited warranty. New 30 to 350 horsepower is the 36-month Yamaha extended service added to 36-month factory limited warranty. The authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealer for detail. Cannot be used with any other Yamaha.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, boy. Here it is, man. It is happening.
Tackle Day
today.
Consumed your life here for the last couple days.
It's one of those couple days, man. I work with Doug Kern. Like this has been the only thing on our forecast for months. Yeah, we're really pumped up.
It's a big day.
It is,
and it's a beautiful day. A little threat of rain later, maybe, but I don't think it's even going to touch that.
Yeah, I mean, so they say we won't get any precipitation until 5, and this thing wraps up at 3. So we're good to go. But knock on wood.
It's the actual kickoff is what time?
Well, and as far as I'm concerned, the actual kickoff is right now because Let's Talk Hookup is here. Yes, and the store is open, and every single deal that is available on the inside the tackle store is happening right now. All the buy one, get one free on Seaguar fluorocarbon and the buy two on hooks and all that stuff.
Buy two, get one free on Gamakatsu hooks?
Yeah, right now. And like a ton of free goods. But all of that is happening right now. But to answer your question, the outside, all the booths and quote-unquote events start is at 9 o'clock. So right when we wrap up, Let's Talk
seminars and everything.
That's when it starts. Yeah, first seminars are at 9:15. Captain Matt Brawler from the San Diego and Two Fish Jigs.
No way.
Oh, dude, it's going to be so.
That's the first seminar?
Yeah, first one out of the gate. Captain Matt Brawler is going to be talking all about surface iron. And, he's part of the company Two Fish Jigs. And that has been like the hardest lure to get this year. Those guys are a small company, small batch, high quality. And it's really tough to get them. We get a dozen and they sell. We get 2 dozen, they sell. We have several hundred. Every size, every color. They made a bunch of like exclusive ones just for Tackle Day.
Yeah.
And it's all buy two, get one free.
They made exclusive ones.
Yeah, we have like custom colors and sizes, and they made lures out of brass that they don't normally make. It's just like it's going to be such a rad day.
Bodan's been busy.
He's been busy.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook Live, we have cameraman Tommy P, kind of sort of man in the camera there.
Yeah.
But
he's Tommy P, man. He's a paparazzi man.
Yeah. But and welcome Mike Lum. But you can see, I think we need levels there. Yeah. So you can see on the camera that it's a buzz here. Things are setting up. Yeah. I know Lawrence from Fitchworks is just getting set up there, and we got so much stuff going on here at Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. This morning I saw Captain Brandon Hayward. He was on his way out on the Freeman to go try and catch swordfish, and he'll be in the studio with us tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m.
talking about the big one that they did catch.
That they hopefully caught.
And how rad has the swordfish season down here been? It's not only been very productive, but the fish are huge this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of fish on the positive side of 400 pounds has been wild.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Bigger than what I want to catch.
Okay. I'm excited
I'll
to
take a nice little one. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Mike Lum.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, you had quite the morning here. You've been busy.
Been busy. And, I got to get off the radio here pretty quick because I want to go in the store and shop.
Oh, shopping. You're going on the Royal Polaris.
I am on Thursday on a Harold Davis 10 day.
Thursday.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. Holy mackerel.
I just haven't had time to prepare for it. So
yeah, you better get in that
good
store.
Opportunity today.
Yeah, take advantage. What are you going to buy?
Well, some of those jigs sound like a good deal.
Yeah. I mean, they're biting jigs, that's for sure.
Well, it's going to be tough for Mike because those guys have had such good wahoo fishing on this trip and past, and there is very good wahoo fishing to be had, and I know that's something but that big fish started biting this week. Big news.
Yeah,
there's been multiple big ones. I know the Shogun had a 315 a couple of days ago. I think the XL's got a 298 and a 350 and a bunch of big cows to go with it. So we're seeing the first round of that lower banks giant, cow-sized tuna biting. And
you want to catch a giant, Mike?
A giant. I want to catch it. I want to let it go at the boat. I don't. I like pulling on them, but after that, what am I going to do with 350 pounds of tuna?
Yeah. Well, but you heard Ron Lane last week just came off our Let's Talk Hookup Shogun trip, and I mean it was all you wanted on 40 to 80 pounders.
So, I'm coming armed with a lot of circle hooks.
A lot of circle hooks. Yeah.
I plan on releasing.
Buy two get one free.
I heard
one free. Is that right, Ricky?
Yes.
Buy two get one free.
All hooks. Buy two get one free. Whatever you like. If you're a Gamakatsu man, and you really want to get some Nautilus circle hooks for live bait, but you also want to get some Octopus 4X for swapping out your wahoo jigs or sea bass fishing, mix and match, all good, all hooks, buy two, get one free, whatever your brand, whatever your style, whatever your size. You can mix and match, if you like this manufacturer for this and that manufacturer for that, whatever, buy two, get one free.
And so that sale goes on now until 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock it's over
till the end of the day on the inside of the shop, which is 6:30. Outside is 3 o'clock.
So Mike, what's happening with Rollo?
We got a lot of cool things going on. We're at the point with the organization that we're taking the request we're getting for trips is greater than the amount of money that we raise. So we're trying to shift gears here and come up with some additional ways to raise some more money so we can take even more kids fishing. And so we're doing the Pick a Box here. This is the only event we do Pick a Box at. And it started, I don't know how long ago, a dozen years ago, just kind of like a little whim that, just an idea we came up with, and it has grown to a very, very substantial day for us. So what we're doing today is we're selling and kicking off our 2025 grand raffle ticket sales here. First time we've offered them for sale. In fact, they just got out of the printer this week. So we've got approximately $30,000 worth of prizes we're going to be giving away in April. And between now and April, we're going to be selling as many of these raffle tickets as we can. Right now,
and that starts today.
Yeah, it starts today.
And give us an example of some of the prizes.
Well, we've got. I didn't think to. I can't see it from here, Pete. Sorry. We've got trips. We got Royal Polaris long range trips. We've got all kinds of tackle. We've got a lot of great merchandise. People are going to.
I know
win.
every year it's been
and of course, backed by popular demand, $2,000 worth of gas at Summit.
Gas.
That was such a cool prize.
That's always like the last 2 years we've done that. That's all.
And then all the ice you want too.
All the ice. Yeah, absolutely. So we're kicking that off today. Those tickets are $10 a piece. So what we're doing is, if you buy 3 of those, $30, you not only get those 3 entries into the drawing, but you're going to get to pick a box. And so there's a utility box over there. There's several. You pick the number you want. They pull it down. Inside's an index card that's got prizes on it. Whatever's on the card, you win. So you get the $30 worth of raffle tickets. You get the utility box, and then you get whatever's listed on the card inside. And then they go up. We have a $30 one. We have a $60 one. We have a $100 one. We have a $150 one. We have a $500 one.
Wow.
Now, in the case of the $500, we only have 4 of those, and they are 75-quart Canyon coolers. So the cooler alone is worth about $350 bucks.
Exactly.
So for $500, you get a $350 cooler. You get what would that be? 50 of the grand raffle tickets. It's $500 worth of tickets.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then whatever, if there's anything inside on that card, you win that as well. So
there's stuff inside.
Well, all kinds of stuff. We got
stuff.
line, pliers, knives. We got a lot of Kershaw knives being given away. We got some rod and reel combos, all kinds of stuff. But that's totally at
You
random.
must know the rep or something.
I do. The Kershaw rep is really a nice guy.
Yeah, he's really
The nicest guy.
Yeah.
So
there's only 3 of those available.
there's 4 of the $500 ones.
Okay.
We have one $2,000 one. We had 2. We sold one last week.
Oh, wow.
In fact, right after I got off the show last Saturday, I got a call that said, "Hey, I want that $2,000 bag." And I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to hold it." And so that one's been
sold. So you get 200 tickets.
They get 240 tickets because we're giving them 40 bonus tickets on that one.
On that one. Wow.
240 tickets plus a OPA fish kill bag and a bunch of stuff inside. So a super deal. We have one.
Do we get to say who bought the first one?
Well, I don't know that he would want me to.
Okay,
actually.
then let's
So
not.
I'm going to say I'm not going to tell you. It's a guy from the industry who called me instantly after I got off the radio and said, "I want that book."
As soon as he heard there was a $2,000 bag option, I'll take that. Give me that thing.
Exactly.
Because he knows what a great deal is. But so anywhere from a $10 from 3 you buy 3 $10 tickets, 30, and all the way up to $2,000.
Right. But
and kind of everything in between.
Right. Most of the guys are going to be, we're going to sell a lot of $150 ones today. Yeah. We have a $150 one. It's an AO cooler, or we've got a couple other items you can choose from if you don't want the AO cooler, or if we run out.
Yeah.
So it's a popular day. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to donate to the cause, and know that every dollar we raise is going to put more kids on their first ocean fishing trip, which is why we do this. In addition to that, you guys, Ricky, are doing your annual Rollo raffle,
right,
which is super popular.
Mrs. Maxa is kind of heading that whole thing right next door here to our live broadcast.
Yeah, both the boys are with grandmas today, and Dallas and I are working away, but they have, just like Mike said, it's going to be a huge raffle this year.
Yeah.
One of the virtually the only requirement that Doug has of all of the vendors here is every vendor that displays, one of the only requirements is that they provide a prize to the big raffle. And then, the money that we raise goes to Friends of Rollo at the end of the day today. And we have a ton of good stuff. So something from all of our vendors, but then some of the big ones.
So that's a separate raffle.
Yeah, that's just a different
today's raffle.
This is just a fun tackle day. Mike puts on the pick a box, which is our most popular draw down here. But we spend a bunch of time calling all of our friends and partners in our industry and just say, "Hey, man, we want to have a huge raffle. We want it to be a fun thing. The tickets are very inexpensive." And in between the rounds of seminars, we raffle away a bunch of good stuff. And we have some unreal prizes this year. Lori from the American Angler gave us a 2-day trip on the Angler to give away. We have a 2-day trip on the Pacific Dawn, $300 gift certificates to the Royal Polaris, to the Shogun, to the Polaris Supreme. I mean,
And
really,
that's all
really
from
good stuff.
buying the raffle tickets at the table
From Dallas, yeah,
right
from Dallas
there.
to the girls.
And then that stuff gets all given away today.
Correct. Yeah, two completely separate things. The money's going to the same spot, but
Yeah.
two separate things. It'll be very obvious when you get here. Captain Rollos has the 2 big easy ups in the trailer. You can't miss it. The raffle tickets will be right next to the Fisherman's Landing booth for our little raffle. It'll be very obvious when you get here, but the end result is lots of cool stuff to win, and all the money's just going to take kids fishing.
Wow. And then, that's the whole idea. And like Mike said, because of the cost of taking kids fishing these days has doubled, literally doubled. We need all the money we can get to take kids fishing.
I want to mention something, Pete. We had it started a few years ago. We had charter masters, guys doing long range trips and organizing their guys. And a few years ago, one of the guys came up to me and said, "Hey, he was on the Harold Davis trip is what happened. And we did a raffle on the boat for Rollo. And he said, I want to do that. I want to get involved and do that. I said, okay, fine. So what kind of trip do you do? He said, we do a trip, an 8-day on the XL. Okay, fine. So when the time came, I worked with him and we decided what prizes we were going to make available for his trip. Long story short, that very first year, that guy raised $6,000 on that trip and wrote us a check for $6,000.
Wow.
And so his first thing he said was, I was so appreciative. He said, no. He said, I'm glad to do it, but we'll do better next year. And I said, well, okay, that'd be great. Well, the next year he did 10,000. And this year, 2024, he handed us a check for over $14,000.
Come on.
$14,000
from that raffle on the boat.
Yeah, because his guys knew at that
Nice.
point that the raffle was going to occur. So
Let's
they
get
just
ready.
kind of made, they wanted to make a donation to us. So they did it through him.
That's great.
We raised $14,000. He raised $14,000. And at roughly $70 per kid, just do the math, and you could see how many additional kids that he enabled to
That's
get
so
on a
cool.
boat. And
Cool.
I encourage anybody that's doing charters, multi-day charters, if you have an interest in talking about that, please contact me. I will work with you. I will make it as easy as possible for you. And it's a great way to raise money to get more kids on the water.
Yeah, if you're doing a charter and you're gonna try to raise money that way, same deal, man. You can see us. We'll help get you some tackle. We'll help get you some prizes at the tackle store too. Like, that is such a cool thing for those guys to do. I love that. And there's a lot of charter masters that have a good group that know the same thing. Hey, I got a bunch of buds. We got a construction company. A lot of guys probably like to do that happen. We'll help. I'd be happy to help assist, get you some good stuff so that you can raffle off and hopefully raise a bunch of money.
Yeah, it's really a great way to go. And the guys like winning the prizes. They like making the donation, and it just kind of nudges them in that direction. And the generosity, it just blows me away. I mean, we've had guys on those boats that go, here, and they write you a check for $2,500.
That's so cool.
Nice. Now, am I correct? This trip you're going on the Royal Polaris on Thursday is the Harold Davis trip,
It is.
and you're hosting it.
Davis Boats trip.
Davis
and yes,
Boats.
Harold
you're
is
the
not-
host.
Right. Harold is
Harold
not going to be able to make
can't
it.
go.
And so I'm going to take his spot in this. And I have put together a really nice Rollo promotion for the boat. We've done it every year.
I bet you have.
And so hopefully the guys come and we have a great time. Obviously the fishing is great. We're looking forward to it. And
Oh, you're going to get them.
so,
You're going to catch a lot.
yeah, so
You're going to have a big processing bill.
yeah, I've already figured that out. You know,
I do too.
I thought I had budgeted for that, but I'm thinking I didn't budget enough.
Yeah.
Everybody thought they budgeted until this whole year
Yeah.
had wide open, 50-pound yellowfins for everybody,
Yeah.
and it takes one day to fill your limit of those things, and then all of a sudden that
You know,
that processing budget goes right out the window.
a couple years ago when Harold asked me to go on this trip, I came home and I went straight as soon as I dropped the fish. Well, the fish went from the boat on the Royal Polaris. The fish go straight to Fisherman's processing if you want them to, and so I didn't actually have to deal with my fish for a couple days. And I went straight home and I bought a new freezer because I knew I did not have enough room.
That's funny.
That's cool. Well, Mike, great to have you. Thanks to you, Tim Baker, of course, Wayne from CCA is over there helping
Wayne's
out
helping
too.
us, yes.
Yeah, and so
And Chris
Uh,
Stanley is over there. Chris
Chris?
Stanley is an all-star with taking kids fishing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's a teacher, right?
He is. He
Yeah.
is. And he has been taking kids on Rollo trips for, I think, 19 consecutive years.
That's so rad.
That's pretty fantastic.
Yep.
So good luck with the event today. Go by, give generously over at the Rollo table there. Pick a box.
Yeah, pick a
and
lucky box.
and then get the
you buy a raffle ticket, you're getting your pick a box for free.
Yeah. So, and the raffle ticket is good for the raffle that's going to happen next April.
Yeah, it's going to happen at Day at the Docks. Yeah. We'll do it live right here.
Yeah, which is going to be right here at Fisherman's Landing.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic, Mike. Thanks
Thanks
for joining us. Appreciate that very much. And Dan, come on over, Dan. CCA Dan is here. And look, Ricky just got breakfast from his lovely wife. Very
Thanks,
nice.
Dallas.
And Dan, good morning. All right.
Allowing me to come here and speak to you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
I'm in the San Diego chapter of CCA, and our president, David Chavez, is wandering around here somewhere. He'll probably stop by as well, but I have something real special to announce today. Our Apps and Taps fundraising event will be May 17th, which happens to be my birthday weekend.
Hey,
all right.
That's a fun event, too.
There's David.
There he is.
Hey, go ahead and sit down, David, and grab one of those mics. Yeah.
So Captain Dan's Pizza will be back there again.
All right,
we'll be making
fantastic.
pineapple pizza against my better judgment. But what I'm here
That's Frank's favorite, right?
Oh, yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
What I'm here to announce, and David will talk more about some other CCA stuff, but the San Diego chapter has what's called the Beacon Award. And this will be the 3rd annual Beacon Award. The first one was Art Taylor from Searcher. And the second one was Frank Lopresti from his organization. And the Beacon Award highlights somebody that has really put a lot of time, effort, and benefited the fishing industry. And so it doesn't always have to be a boat skipper. It can be someone that has really made a difference in the sport fishing business. And so this year, I'm happy to announce that our recipient of the 2025 Beacon Award will be none other than Pete Gray.
Hey, all right. Awesome. Very well deserved.
I'm not worthy.
Very worthy. Yes, you are.
Worthy.
You've done so much, and just on a personal basis from myself, I learned about Rancho Leonero from you, and I, along with other things of sponsors and guests. But I went to Rancho Leonero. I've been there 26 times.
Wow.
And
26 times. Is that
awesome.
all?
Yeah. It started out when I was first time to shoot the fishing show with Bill Reckler that we had on TV for a while, but
That's
then
cool.
I went back for years and years and years. But
Well, you can relive that Rancho Leonero experience because John Ireland is actually coming out of retirement for a day on Let's Talk Hookup. I believe it's on November 17th.
Cool.
So just a couple weeks
Oh, that'll
away.
be fun.
John's going to come into the studio and talk about the good old days at Rancho Leonero.
it was fun, but that's
Watching
just
Dan
an
catch
example.
fish.
Yeah, just an example of of your influence on people. On me, it was I'm going to go there, and of course the Shimano equipment that I've got and all the other things. But I learned so much, and I've been a boat captain since 1976, but I haven't stopped learning. I'm still learning.
Well,
awesome.
I feel like Ricky should be a co-recipient of that award because he's been part of that whole process for 30 years, something like that. Yeah. So, but I'm honored. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, David.
Yeah, Pete, but this is all about you. This is your shine. This is your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've earned it.
Yeah.
You've been a teacher, a preacher, and I mean, you've done so much for the community.
Well, I'm honored and appreciate it very much. So the event is going to be when?
May 17th, 2025, over at River Basin, where we were last year. And Arnie Seiko is supposed to be here to make this announcement, but he's got logistics complications at work, so he had to do that. So I'm the stand-in stunt double.
That's
good job.
You and David, yeah.
So,
and well, thank you. I'm excited.
Congrats,
about
Pete. You earned that. That's awesome news.
And David, events coming up with the San Diego chapter.
Right. So that's just one of them. Thank you, Dan. We're just we're out here to give some information, save the dates, and we'll continue to announce the information as it comes up and we get closer to those dates. January 16th, it's a Thursday. We're looking at planning an Angler's Night Out. The first one's for CCA, starting with the San Diego chapter. We're going to be looking at doing it up in North County this time at one of our new collaborations, partnerships, sponsorships with Calafino Tequila.
Very nice.
I'm not going to really throw everything out there. That's what we have going on, but it's going to be very exciting. We're going to have food, drinks, and some very exciting guest speakers that we're looking to have.
Wow.
In years past, it's always been an awesome event.
We always have awesome events. Cool. Yeah. So we're looking forward to it. Just a little heads up again, save the dates, open your phones, pull out your calendars. And January 16th, again, English Night Out. It'll be from about 4 to 8 p.m. And then again, as Dan spoke to, we're going to have our annual Apps and Taps event, May 17th. Yeah, that'll run from.
And that'll be at Portuguese Hall?
No, we're moved it back over to Marina Village.
Oh, that's right, Marina Village. Yeah,
Marina Village is working on the contract right now. We're hoping to lock all that in and get everything going. Right. So a lot of logistics, but
we'll keep you posted here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Absolutely, you guys are great supporters of CCA. We appreciate everything you, Ricky, and Corey do for us.
And what we really appreciate what you and Dan and all the people involved with CCA. Such a dedicated group of not only the San Diego chapter, but we're going to hear later from Robbie Gant, who's the head of the LA chapter, about all the guys in the LA chapter and the Orange County chapter, the Inland Empire chapter, that's what makes CCA.
Yeah, shout out to all the chapters and the local chapters in the state.
And that's what keeps us fishing.
Great group of volunteers. I was just up at the Orange County golf tournament that they had. That's their banquet, essentially. You know, but great event.
Did you play golf?
I was actually manning the hole, so I was sponsoring the hole and selling cigars, serving Calafino tequila.
Sweet,
delicious stuff. So we had a really good time out there. It was
that
fun.
sounds great. That's cool. David, Dan, thank you. I'm honored. Thank you very much for that Beacon Award honor in May 17th, and look forward to talking to you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
appreciate
thanks
you guys
for coming by. All
That's
right.
Fun. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. This is such a fun show because it's just like this. There's so many people here setting up fun guests. Going to be a lot of fun. We'll be taking your calls, reading your texts. So much great stuff. If you want to participate with Let's Talk Hookup this morning, the best way to do it is just to give us a call on the phones. It's 213-432-1090. Again, 213-432-1090. How you reach us on the phones. Or so popular, send us a text on that Let's Talk Hookup app. It's the only way that you can text into the show is through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download, and make sure that you include your contact information when you send a text, because if you win the end of the if you win a prize today,
it's Step Up the Mic prize.
That's it, yeah. So and that brings us to the big one. If you're here at Tackle Day, see Gary here, step up to the mic. One lucky person who steps up to the microphone, asks a question today on Let's Talk Hookup, is going to win a $300 gift certificate to Costa Sunglasses.
Yeah.
What a cool prize that is. So, yeah, if you want to ask a question today, just see Gary, get your name in the hat, and we'll get you up here on the stand-up mic. Again, $300 gift certificate for one lucky stand-up mic participant here live at Tackle Day. Is going to be a lot of fun, and we want to have you join us. Come on down to Fisherman's Landing here. Great time, great sales, and things are getting rolling here. When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's Sport Fishing Voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Sports Grid Radio Network. Everyone has their go-to fishing spot. My spot is Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. Rock Cod Rick here to say if you're looking for the ultimate Alaska experience and the best value in Alaska, it's Kingfisher Charters. Owner Seth Bone and his crew consistently deliver deluxe accommodations, the finest food, world-class fish processing, and top-of-the-line fishing experience. We've literally sent hundreds of our listeners to Kingfisher, and they all can't wait to go back. Most Alaska resorts make big promises, and they don't deliver, or they'll nickel and dime you to drive up the cost, but not Kingfisher. Everything is included. Your license, fish processing, super deluxe accommodations, amazing food, airport transfers, your gear. Literally all you need to bring is your layer clothing, and Kingfisher covers the rest. They also have the finest boats and charter captains in Sitka, all for the ultimate value. Take it from me. Book your trip to Kingfisher Charters and you'll thank me. Kingfisher Charters. 800-727-6136 or check kingfishercharters.com.
Saturday, November 2nd, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, and it's our largest sale ever. Plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, over 20 reps from tackle manufacturers like Shimano. Come check out the new Shimano Talica A, the pinnacle of lever drag 2-speed reels. The Talica features Shimano's Hagani body to prevent misalignment of moving parts under the heaviest loads. When throwing jigs, the Shimano Trinidad is your top choice. For the best ever tackle bargains, check out Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 2nd.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And at your San Diego County Ford dealers, you can find yours with the Ford F-150. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, the power to choose between gas, hybrid, or all-electric is yours. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers, they'll be glad to hook you up.
The lighter the bite and the cleaner the water means one thing. Need a thinner leader, more natural presentations. That's where
Seaguar Gold Label leader material shines. It's Seaguar's thinnest leader material yet. That means it's even less visible underwater and creates more natural presentations for better catch rates on leader-shy fish. With exceptional knot and tinsel strength, this advanced leader material is now available from 2-pound test for fishing trout in the Sierra to 80-pound test for big yellowfin in Guadalupe. Get Seaguar Gold Label at your favorite tackle dealer or learn more at seaguar.com.
Whether you're boating, floating, paddling, fishing, or just chilling, remember a good day on the water always starts with everyone wearing life jackets. Save the ones you love. Life jackets save lives. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Again, we're live here at Tackle Day and Fisherman's Landing. This is the part of the morning that always cracks me up. You know, the event doesn't start, finger quotes, until 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But if you look around right now, it's game
happening.
on.
Yeah,
it's
and if
fully
you're
happening.
watching us on Facebook or YouTube Live, we have a live camera here. And
that's Rick Carr driving by.
That's Rick Carr driving by, and his F-150 and his Ford F-150, I might add. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealers; they have a lot of good stuff right now. The cars kind of move out in and out here, and then the actual event kicks off right at 9 o'clock, right, Doug?
Well, yeah. So the way that it works, 6 o'clock in the morning, we opened up, and the deal seekers flooded in the store for the rods and reels and the first run merchandise, and then the little buzz starts happening in the parking lot. We're setting up our booth, and that's like the mega closeout stuff, the yellow tag deals and all that kind of stuff.
That's the outside booth we're looking at right here. If you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube Live, it's
right across the aisle from the Let's Talk Hookup,
from where we're sitting right here.
And then it's just the who's who of saltwater vendors and reps and friends coming in the parking lot. And if you could have a time lapse, it would just be so cool to see the cars coming in, the booths coming up, the cars going out, and then everybody's standing around eating donuts and drinking coffee and waiting for the big rush. And as you say, there's always early in the morning, little groups starting to form out in the parking lot, and already talking to some of the reps and going in the store. And then officially we open at 9 o'clock outside. But I always tell the vendors, let's be in place, cars parked by 8 o'clock, because, we've got the Let's Talk Hookup starting at 7. People come down early to see what's going on. And this early in the morning,
it's a buzz.
Sun's rising. I mean, it's just an absolute great vibe down here right now.
Yeah. And who's this guy sitting next to you?
Well, interestingly, if we could put,
he wears a lot of hats.
If we could put,
he actually never wears a hat.
Never messes his hair up.
Yeah, exactly. His hair's too good.
If we could put Frank Lopresti next to the three of us, so we've got Rick, Brandon, and myself, you would have the ownership of Fisherman's Landing Tackle all in a row.
The whole thing here.
Brandon got his first, dipped his toe in the water and got his shares this year. And as you say, he's
an owner.
He's
an owner
along with Ricky and you.
And he's got other things going on. So the 2-fish jigs, you guys know about that. And something I'm actually really excited this year that we've never been able to have before. For some reason, the jig companies have never been down here, but we have 2 key jig companies, 2-fish jigs. We've got JRI down here this year, and that's real special to have the jig companies. Those are 2 of the top iron companies in Southern California. And Brandon was just telling us that Bodan, he's kind of a free spirit, and he printed a bunch of T-shirts. And so usually it'd be, you buy $50 or $100 worth of something, you get a T-shirt. If you buy a 2-fish jig, you get a T-shirt.
So what's the story on that, Brandon?
So a T-shirt might be worth more than the jig.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I'm just honored to be sat here amongst you guys. I'm honored to be part of the ownership team with Doug and Rick and Frank.
And you're also a co-host with Let's Talk Hookup on occasion.
On occasion,
you got a lot going on.
All of the above is an honor, and I'm so excited to be here. We're already cranking busy in the shop. I didn't know. Doug is correct. Bodan is a free spirit, and I did not know that he had a tremendous amount of T-shirts made. So much so that if you buy a single 2-fish jig here at the show, you get a free T-shirt. All you got to do is go talk to Bodan, and he'll hook you up. It's the best promotion I could have thought of.
Okay, for those watching on YouTube and Facebook Live, where is Bodan? Point.
Well, he's going to be right across from the Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop front door, and right next to the Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop booth.
Okay, so he'll be next to AFCO?
He will be next to AFCO.
Next to AFCO,
yeah.
Okay, because we're looking at AFCO there.
Sandwiched in between
right here.
Owner and AFCO.
Owner and AFCO, the greatness that both are.
Okay, all right.
The thing that cracked me up is and I mean this in the best way, we struggle to have two fish jigs all year long. You know, they're a small company, big time on quality, small batch. It's not this mega production from overseas where we get shipped pallets and 1,000 jigs at a time. It's 3 guys that make these high-end lures. So we don't get huge quantities. We have more today than we have ever. We probably have more lures for today than we have had in our history of selling two fish jigs.
100%. A larger supply than we had at the PCS show previously. You know, Bodan is a giant Keebler elf, and he's been working hard for the last several months to get a nice display going, and it's the largest volume anywhere ever.
So are there new ones? I mean, somebody was alluding to some new ones
there's
too.
new jigs. Well, the one that is exclusive for today, which for Tackle Day, is the brass CNC LJ. So it's a CNC machined lure made of brass. And it's our kind of popular lure, which is the LJ, which stands for La Jolla. It's probably the heaviest small yo-yo. No, it is. I'm not going to say probably. It is the heaviest small yo-yo jig on the market. We've used it down in Bahia de Los Angeles. Matt Bralla has been using it on the San Diego, and it's terribly effective. It's a small, ultra heavy lure.
What's cool about it is most yo-yo jigs are very common to be a smooth-sided, not really worry about how the lure shapes or anything like that. You just get it down, you wind it back up. They took one of their better surface iron, good edge, good hip designs, then had a computer cut that thing out in CNC, but did it out of a block of brass. So you have a really heavy lure that sinks real fast, that also swims and kicks like a good surface iron does.
Wow.
It's a really cool one.
It's very reminiscent of the tungsten jigs that have become so popular, where if you have current, if you have wind, if you're on a sport boat and the first guy down gets the bite, you want to be the first guy down, but yet the shape of the jig is not so fat that it's going to be hard to turn the handle. You're going to be able to scream that thing. I think that jig could end up being a Wahoo jig someday in the right colors with a single hook on there.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
And the deal, Doug, today is what on jigs?
So on all jigs, buy 2 jigs at the regular price. You get a third one free. It equates to 33% off. We have a lot of jigs that are a better discount than that, maybe say 50%. So you don't get the free jig, but you get 50% off. And most of those are going to be outside in the booth. But same thing with the hooks. Buy 2, get a third one free. I mean, you go right down the list. We've got the 2 name brands of fluorocarbon. You've got the AFCO Psycho and the Seagar. Up to 80-pound test. Buy 1, get 1 free.
Buy 1, get 1 free.
Yeah. So, you know, all these get 1 free things, you just go right down the list. It's all the key stuff that you're going to need. If you're planning a trip down to LA Bay this spring, load up on your jigs. I mean, if you know you're going to fish a certain thing this summer, load up on your hooks and your jigs.
And you get a free T-shirt at
and get a free T-shirt.
And the cool thing about that one too, it's mix and match is no problem. If you want a CNC 240, my favorite surface iron that Two Fish makes, and then you also want to get a sand cast, and you also want to buy a gig or whatever, like you can mix and match. You don't have to buy all the same thing.
Yeah.
Buy a yo-yo jig, buy a surface iron.
If you're even mildly interested in sport fishing, which I would imagine if you're listening to the radio show, you are,
or you're coming to Tackle
Get
Day,
down
right?
here. It's the best day. It is the best day to stock up. It is the best day to get a deal. Come on down.
Well, you're going to get the advice from the guys that literally, I don't know where they find the time to fish because they're
so who go on the list, Doug? Who's here? I mean, I'm looking, looking at AFCO. We're looking, of course, Two Fish.
I mean, well, first of all, we've got Rollo down here doing promotions, and then Salty Crew and Penn and Seagar and Costa owner. I mean, I'm going to forget some. AFTCO, Gamakatsu, Shimano, Power Pro. We've got Maxell Reels, Iserline, Fishworks, Accurate, Daiwa, Olakai. I know I'm going to forget somebody.
I'll tell you one that we're really excited to have that's tough to get is the guys from West Coast Jiggers.
Right. Oh,
that's like one of the ultra popular, and those guys are really pushing the envelope
Brian here this morning
and pioneering that vertical style of jig fishing.
He's doing a seminar later.
Right? Yeah, they're going to be the second seminar of the day. It's just going to be a rad day. A rad day, lots of sales. We're really pumped about it.
The San Diego anglers are over there setting up, and we've got the most beautiful, gorgeous morning to start the casting contest. We've got a high tide.
Oh.
So the entire lane is full, And by the time you get down to 2 o'clock, you're going to be casting, a little errant cast is going to go in the mud.
Yeah.
And
So explain that. So it's the Shimano casting contest
Shimano.
going on the dock at Fisherman's Landing.
Yeah, and it's surface iron. So it's a.
Is it a two-fish jig?
No, we make up special jigs with padding so that when
the cast gets away from somebody a little bit, we take a precaution.
This is the Pete Gray jig because your boat is right in the firing line. and we don't want to break your window.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, probably should have moved the boat.
Yeah, I was thinking that as we were discussing
that right after. Yeah,
it wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe
to the drama.
This year is the best giveaway that I believe we've ever done for the casting contest.
Well, so the first prize you get a Tranks 500 reel. Second prize, yes, and
you keep leaving out one of the coolest things.
It is, and I'm just not used to it. But the Jig Chuckers trip that's going to happen later this year. And this is like an exclusive who's who invite only. You're going to get an invite to go on that trip with like the surface iron gurus of the last 40, 50 years in San Diego.
How
cool is
Brandon
that?
Hayward put that Jig Chuckers ball together on the San Diego and invited all of the guys, new school and old school. And, Michael Folks did that awesome production on it.
Right.
And you got to see the guys on the San Diego and the Brian Kiyoharas and Alan Fays, but also like the young, Matt Bralas and Taros and like the young hot shots and all of the guys all about surface iron fishing. And the winner of today's casting contest is going to get an exclusive VIP ticket to go on that trip. And you're going to get to rub shoulders with the best of the best of surface iron fishing. And more details will come out about the trip as we go on. I'm sure we'll get to talk to Brandon Hayward about it tomorrow.
And how much does it cost to get into the casting contest, Doug?
So the casting contest is free. You do a practice cast, then you get 2 casts that count. They take your furthest cast. That's the one that counts for the contest.
Okay.
Then if you didn't feel like you did your best, you can go to the back of the line, make a $10 donation to Rollo, and do that 2 more times. So you can have a total of 3 rounds to get your best cast. So you'll get 6 casts. It'll cost you $20 if you want to do the second and third round, but everybody can do it for free. We have a ladies division. We have a 14 and under juniors division. We have Terramar rods being given away. Third prize is kind of cool. All the boys in the shop went on the wall, the jig wall, and everybody picked out their favorite swimming jig, and you get a 6-pack of hand-picked jigs from our wall.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And everybody was going through, looking at the hips, and
so these are real deal jigs.
And, one of our guys actually took some down on the dock and swam them, so there's at least one good swimmer in there.
That's cool.
And one of our guys owns a jig company, so I guess I can bet you'd imagine what his pick was.
For the record, I picked a JJ 2-fish jig.
Okay.
Yeah.
A JJ.
Uh-huh.
All right.
As you should have. Best in the box.
And you're not prejudiced at all.
Not at all.
No. But I can say this, those things get bit.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
No doubt about it. Well, as you can hear, again, just a great show. So much great info and so much more to come. You stay tuned. We're going to be talking deals, talking fun, and talking more with you. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California Sport Fishing Voice. We are here on 1090 on the Let's Talk Hookup app and on that Sports Grid Radio Network.
The fish are biting and it's time to go. Hi, this is Ben, and you will see me at my dad's shop, Dana Landing in Mission Bay, or maybe in front of the shop on my kayak. It doesn't matter if you are out there on a kayak with me, on your boat, headed out on a sport boat. Dana Landing has everything you need. We call it the one-stop shop for a great day on the water because it truly is. Food, bait, tackle, beverages, and more. Our tackle shop, headed by John, is certainly one of the best. For freshwater tackle, nothing beats East County Bait and Tackle. These guys have the best rods and reels and the hottest lures and live bait. Our newest shop is Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle with a great stock of both fresh and saltwater tackle right in the heart of Lemon Grove. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside. Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, 94 to Broadway in Lemon Grove, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Lawn Tramp in Mission Bay. Check out danalanding.com for more details.
Gear from Shimano, and I got to tell you, Tackle Day is the place to be if you want Shimano today, because there is the deal of the century going on while supplies last on Talica reels. Yes, Talica reels from Shimano.
It's our biggest deal for sure at Tackle Days, and the biggest thing that we do to make this day special Talica went through the new generation. We talk about the brand new Talica A,
Right.
20s and 25s. We've been talking about the whole show. As soon as they made that call to make the switch, we saved every single reel that we had. Probably a foolish decision. We could have sold all of those all year long, but
Yep.
we knew we wanted to make a splash for Tackle Day. So for 2-day only, you can come down, get a first-generation Talica 20 or 25 at 20% off the normal cost, and we'll fill the reel full of Spectra of your choice.
Wait a minute.
If you
So
like
could
Depth
fill
Hunter Offshore, if you like Hollow Ace, if you want traditional Power Pro, whatever you want, any type of Spectra.
That's got to be $150 value just in the line.
If you buy one of these reels, you're going to get a total savings, like depending on what line you choose, as much as $300.
$300.
Yeah.
So you get
potentially.
20% off the reel, and you get the free fill of your Power Pro of the choice.
Your choice, whatever you want. If you're a
Wow.
hollow guy, you're a solid guy, you want multicolor. Well, there's no anything. There's no limitations to it. We don't like, oh, you can only get this.
Yeah.
We got some off brand. It's
Well,
legit the best there is, and discounts off of every other great reel.
Every
out
other
there.
Shimano
yeah.
reel.
Well, yeah, you said
Yeah.
that.
All
I didn't
right,
say
yeah.
that.
It never happens. Get down to Tackle Day today and grab up on the Shimano deals.
Get ready for the largest event in our history. Saturday, November 2nd, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. We'll have great savings from Daiwa on Saltus, Saltiga, and the entire electric reel lineup. A fantastic offer on the Proteus rod and SK Jigs, too. Over 20 manufacturers reps, including Daiwa. Plenty of seminars, saltwater experts, huge raffle, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Up to 60% off. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 2nd.
Captain Jamie Tennis from Season Sport Fishing here. For the past few seasons, a dart-styled metal jig has come into play in a big way for tuna offshore or even rockfish down deep. AFCO's crossbreed jig has quickly become the go-to for many since it came onto the market. AFCO's crossbreed jig is good to go right out of the package with a 4X treble hook, heavy-duty split rings, West Coast colors, and sizes 60 gram to 120 gram. Pick one up today at your local tackle store or learn more on AFCO.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hook. I'm having a great time here again.
Busy here.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
kidding. Dude, live at Tackle Days. And again, this is the part I always say that cracks me up. The 9 o'clock event is already cranking right now.
Yeah, it's cranking.
And we think it's busy out here. I just
Because
stepped
we're online. Look
inside.
at
There's
that.
a line of guys buying those Talicas
Ron's
already.
even buying stuff.
Hey,
you can see him on the Facebook Live camera.
What we get?
What'd you buy, Ron?
Looks like a jig.
Hey,
Oh,
there's a
did you
two-fish
get your
jig.
free T-shirt yet?
Yeah.
What?
Right over
Yeah,
there.
right over there. Get your free T-shirt. Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Yeah. So
those are kayak-friendly T-shirts.
you can see it's the who's of fishing right here.
That's
today.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah. So Doug Hearn's with us, and Rick from Gamakatsu is here. Good morning, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Good morning, guys.
So you just brought us one of the greatest
Oh,
inventions that Gamakatsu's ever had, and I'm going to show it. It's the Gamakatsu ceramic braid scissors, right? Tell us about those.
Well, it's new this year. They introduced it at ICAST, and it really cuts braid well.
Really well.
Really
I can
well.
attest.
Really
Yeah,
well.
and it doesn't rust.
No, it doesn't rust.
Yeah.
It's a great tool. I've actually got one in the booth with some braid, so people can try it, cut it.
Sweet.
And we're gonna.
There's Captain Frank Lopresti right there too. Look at that.
Hey, look at that.
Smile for the camera, Frank. And so, is there a deal on these today?
Actually, no.
Okay.
We were a little late getting it in, so it'll probably be added after this. But I do have a few pair.
Okay.
And if somebody's interested in it, I can walk them over to the Fisherman's Landing booth, and we could sell it right there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
But you have a deal going on Gamakatsu today.
We do.
I mean,
we do.
A sick one.
Smoke.
Check this out.
So Doug's doing buy two get one free on hooks, and then if they on a $25 purchase, close to a $25 purchase, they come out to my booth. I give them this nice hook box,
which is a great hook box.
That's right. Sign up for the newsletter. I've got a free gift for them. And then also we're going into the GS 3000 box is full of stuff, and we're going to have a raffle.
Wow.
So when they come over, whether they sign up for the newsletter or come over with their to pick up their little tackle box, we'll go ahead and put them in the drawing. And then when Ricky does the raffle this afternoon, it will raffle that off.
That's pretty cool.
So $25.
Hey, Frank, now don't go away. You got to step up the mic and talk here. We can't. But
And it's easy. If they buy 2, get 1 free, most of the time with
buy 2, get 1 free
on the hooks, most of the time it's going to be around $25.
Yeah.
So they just come out,
and then they get the free box. And
They
what's
get
that
the free
box? What's the box worth?
$12, $12.95.
So you get buy 2, get 1 free on Gamakatsu hooks.
Right.
Any hook, Nautilus, Octopus.
Not, oh yeah, as long as it's
live bait.
Gamakatsu, right?
Yeah.
Or if they buy a tool, or if they buy some of the blue boxes inside, or if they buy a GC 3000,
Any Gamakatsu item.
any Gamakatsu
So
item.
I'm going to tell you something. The Gamakatsu knife is probably one of the best knives I've ever touched. They are so sharp, and they hold that edge so well.
Yeah, they do.
They're so. And do you have those here?
We do.
Yeah.
We've got them in the booth.
Okay.
You can check them out, both the EDCs and the fillet knives.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. EDC is an everyday carry. So
Everyday
you can have
carry.
a pocket knife. Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right.
Just like that.
Like to see, show it to the camera. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But well, thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. Gamakatsu, you're right at the booth right there. Can't miss them.
Right
It says
next.
Gamakatsu right there, and go by and take advantage.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks for all your support of Let's Talk Hookup too.
Rick,
We sure
before
appreciate
you
guys.
leave, I want to tell everybody that's listening,
Yeah.
Rick is probably, arguably, my oldest friend in the industry. In 1981.
Wait a minute, he's my oldest friend. Wait a minute. Yeah.
In 1981, I went to the Dakota Sales Show, and here's this 20-something guy with Scrounger Lure doing figure 8s.
Wow.
And it turned out it was Rick Carr, and then he was also the pen rep at the time. And so we have known each other since 1981.
1981.
And just have always clicked and been great friends. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. I enjoy Rick so much.
He's the man.
That's longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, that's a long time. I've been around a little while. I'm kind of in the same group, but Rick, that's
right.
so cool.
Thanks,
No, Rick
buddy.
does so much for the industry, and he
Yes.
does so much for many people in the industry.
And I'm
Rick.
stoked
Thank you
on
for all
these
you
great
do.
scissors.
Yeah, these
That
are
was one of those
fantastic.
things
Thanks
that, like,
for providing.
well, of course they make a ceramic scissor. Who else would do that? Like, that was one of those aha
Yeah.
moments where, like, well, why didn't anybody think of that first?
Right?
Captain,
Hi, Frank.
Well, good morning.
what's up?
Well, everything's up.
Look at this event, huh?
You know, Pete, I as you know, earlier this year, I made a prediction about that yellowfin being up here by June.
Yes.
So I'm afraid to say anything.
Well, it
all
took
I
a
can-
little while, but it's here.
All I can say right now is, this season for long range fishing has been the most phenomenal season I can remember in my entire life. Okay.
Wow, was that saying
Especially
something?
for the yellowfin tuna.
How many years? you been
Never,
doing this?
never.
A lot.
A lot. Over 50 years.
Yeah.
So 59
Best,
to be exact.
best
But
in 50 years.
Pete, we've never had 50 to 75 pound yellowfin on the ridge.
Yeah.
And we've had them all through August, September, October, and then the fish is off Hippolito. The quality and the grade and the quality of the fish the guys are getting just 110 to 150 miles down, 50 to 90 pounds.
Unbelievable.
That's usually 50. A lot of times it's 5 to 8 pound fish, right?
Sure.
And other times, if you're lucky, you're really happy if they're 15 to 20 pound fish. But 50 to 90, no.
It's the same grade fish, right? As the ridge?
It's amazing.
It's the same batch.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
So the thing is, it's not just good fishing, it's off the charts fishing. Ron was telling me that literally you drop a bait or a lure or anything over the side and you're bit almost instantly.
It's unbelievable.
That's how
fishing.
good
Well,
it
that's
is.
the way it's been,
Yeah.
And that can, fish have tails that can change anytime.
Oh, sure.
But
it's been that way for how long?
Months.
Well, all the way since late July.
Late July.
Okay. And I thought for sure it's not going to last. But
Yeah.
God, it's been amazing. And the wahoo fishing at Aleos, that finally tapered off just the last 3 days, to where they're only catching 8 or 10 a day there.
Uh-huh.
But
that was good.
There's wahoo outside the ridge. I'm kind of thinking we're going to have some good wahoo fishing in November.
Wow.
But who knows?
Yeah.
And the other thing is I think there's going to be great fishing in December here within 150 miles of San Diego.
No reason for it to
last,
go, huh?
Last 5 years in a row, Aliar on the Supreme has had limits of bluefin and yellowfin down 150, 180 miles.
Wow.
That's on his Christmas trip.
On the Christmas trip. So
there's openings. I think all the boats, the independents.
I know.
all of
I
them.
know. We have on our Let's Talk Hookup trip in December on the Royal Polaris.
You
we
have one
opening.
One opening.
Yeah.
That's correct.
We-
And it's scattered like that.
Yeah.
I know we have a 4-day trip with. No, that one's full. We have a 3-day trip with one opening. We have a 10-day trip with one opening. So there's scattered
3-day trip on the
openings.
Royal Polaris.
Yes. 3-day trip.
And that's plenty of time to go get that.
That's
local
in
unit.
November. Yes.
Yeah.
All that big yellow.
So I mean, if anybody's
It is
interested,
November.
I'm not just talking about Polaris Supreme or any. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the whole fleet.
The whole fleet.
There are scattered openings everywhere if somebody wants to go fishing.
It's pretty amazing to see almost all the boats out fishing in November, right?
It is amazing.
Yeah,
There's no doubt
for
about
sure.
it. So
Tomahawk, is Tomahawk going to be running here some trips?
They're in for maintenance right now.
Okay.
And certainly if this continues on, I mean, looked like the season was all but over.
And so it goes
we
into
had a
maintenance.
restart here about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So after he's done with that maintenance, he'll be back up and running. And several of the boats have trips scheduled right on through November. And again, the last few years we've had an isolated tuna catch in December. So and this weekend was supposed to be the first big northern storm that got through. Well, it got stalled again, so that just pushes us back maybe another couple of weeks before the first one.
And then we have a Santa Ana condition happening on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
You know, Pete, it's going to be the typical thing that happens. We're going to run out of people before we run out of fish.
Yeah.
Okay?
But the cool thing about it was people were kind of going over I've had enough bluefin this year, and then all of a sudden you get this resurgence of this giant yellowfin.
Well, and you know what? A lot of people are learning. I've asked several people that have gotten off these trips. Well, what do you think about the tug of war between a yellowfin and a bluefin? I go, oh, a lot different.
Yeah, a lot different. Yeah, there's no question.
So we don't always just go fishing for meat. We also go fishing for fun and the camaraderie.
That's the whole idea, right?
That's a big part of it. And the funny thing about it is every year our Christmas trips, the one December 26 to 31, Royal Polaris has 11 openings. Shogun has openings. All the boats have some openings.
Wow.
Supreme is full, but anyhow.
And that's when?
December 26th.
And that's how many days?
5 days.
They're all 5 days.
It's a great trip for
Yeah.
dad to take his son or his daughter home.
Yeah,
that's come
between
home
Christmas
from college.
and New Year's.
You bet.
Yeah, for sure. We just finished our Let's Talk Hookup 7-day trip on the Shogun, and that trip is now officially a 7-day trip every October.
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah, it is not going back to a 6-day.
No.
It's a 7-day, so you can take advantage of that, fish on the ridge, the rocks, whatever. So, and there's actually spots available in next October, which doesn't happen too often.
That is correct.
Yeah. So
it looks like Jonathan's calling me right now.
he's going to give you a live report, right, from the boat.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yeah. Okay. Live report from the Royal Polaris right now with Jonathan. Right.
Are you there, Jonathan?
Yeah. But anyway,
while Frank's getting that too,
Yeah.
I didn't
want
get to it fast.
I really wanted to acknowledge, we really pride ourselves in having a big raffle here at Tackle Days. It's something we spend a lot of effort into. And again, we talked about already, all of the money goes to Friends Are All. The second that Frank heard that, he gave so generous as he always does. I mean, what really our anchor prize, what guys are so excited for, there is both a $300 gift certificate that's good for any trip on the Royal Polaris and another separate $300 gift certificate for any trip on the Shogun.
Wow.
And I just wanted you to know how much we appreciate that, Frank. And,
Yeah.
all that money is going to take kids fishing, and I really hope everybody comes out to support. We've got an awesome raffle, and we sure appreciate the
And that's
support.
just a part of Tackle. What do you think of this event that your two partners here put together for today, huh? The Tackle Day.
You know what, Pete? I think every day that I come down to this landing that I got to be one of the luckiest people in the world. It's just,
it's a pretty cool place to hang out.
I can't even call it to going to work.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. When you talked me into putting the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup here right next to the landings, what is that, like 20 years ago or something like that, or 25 years ago?
It's exactly 20 years ago.
It's 20 years ago.
Yep.
And I said, I don't know if I can afford that, Frank. He goes, you can't not afford to be here. Just get the office. And he was right.
Yeah.
And this is the place where the buzz happens.
Yes.
Right here. This is where sport fishing happens. This is where everything happens, right here at Fisherman's Landing.
Anyhow,
and
Pete,
the San
thank you
Diego
for all
Landings.
you've done for the industry.
Well, thank you, Frank. Appreciate you coming by, and thanks for all your support and all you do for the industry. Keep it rolling.
That's fun. All right, hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming here, including we're going to find out what's biting in the East Cape. We got catch reports, phone calls, more stand-up mic questions, and more. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup live at Tackle Days on 1090 on Sports Grid Radio Network and that Let's Talk Hookup app.
Hey everyone, James Holst here with Norsk Lithium, the official battery partner of Let's Talk Hookup. Here at Norsk Lithium, we have two goals that drive who we are and what we do. The first is to make the highest quality, longest lasting lithium batteries available with a complete lineup of batteries that include 12, 24, 36 volt, and starting batteries. Second, in addition to offering a 10-year warranty on all Norsk Lithium marine batteries, we provide amazing customer service before and after the sale. Check us out online at norsklithium.com. That's NORSK lithium.com, or call us at 831-232-9063. Or to see Norsk Lithium batteries in person, stop by the Trolling Motor Doctor in Lakewood or Anglers Marine in Anaheim and see why Norsk Lithium batteries should be in your boat.
No matter where the adventure takes you, we've got you powered. Norsk Lithium.
Great fishing is what Seaforth Sports Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, Elgato Doe, Pride, Polaris Supreme, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hardworking crew will make sure your fishing experience is one to remember. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. Fisherman's Landing is a full-service operation offering great half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day open party trips on the spacious and comfortable Liberty. Since we introduced the full-day trips at Fisherman's Landing, the 85-foot Liberty has become a favorite among full-day operations with bunks for your comfort, huge bait capacity, and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big modern galley and 2 interior heads with showers. All our open party trips from half-day, full, or 1 to 3 day trips can easily be booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Sports Grid Radio Network is the premier audio streaming channel dedicated to serving the massive sports wagering and fantasy audience. Found on the Sports Grid app and SiriusXM. Sports Grid's real-time data transforms sports enthusiasts. Get the best in-game live coverage during all the games, as well as the most in-depth pre-game previews from hosts like Scott Farrell, Donnie Rightside, Ben Stevens, Gabe Morency, and many more. To find out where you can listen to Sports Grid, go to sportsgridradio.com. It's smarter to be on Sports Grid.
Saturday, November 2nd, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, and it's our largest sale ever. Plenty of seminars by saltwater experts and over 20 reps from tackle manufacturers like Daiwa, Salty Crew, Maxa, Iser, and Two Fish Jigs. Don't miss all the great seminars, the huge raffle to benefit Rollo Kids, the popular casting contest, and of course, the huge sale. For the best ever tackle bargains, check out Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 2nd.
Inside information is everything when it comes to catching fish in Southern California. You need a code group to connect with what's happening on the water. FishDope.com is your code group. Inside information available at your fingertips 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane, along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. They become your code group. You get daily catch reports from Point 365 days a year. FishDope.com has online planning tools, temperature and chlorophyll charts, hot bite icons, and more. Take it from me, if you don't have FishDope.com, you're not part of the in-the-know crowd. Membership is affordable and good for an entire year. Plus, use the special code and save $30 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out. .com. Catch more fish, burn less.
Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano rods and reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
And welcome back. Hour number 2, Let's Talk Hookup right here on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, Facebook Live, 1090 a.m., and, of course, the Sports Grid Radio Network. I'm Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa right here. We're live at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Tackle Day is happening. It is on. It is going on right now. Officially, it starts in about an hour, but officially, it's happening right now.
Tell that to the poor guys behind the line machine right now.
No, it's
It
busy
hasn't
in
started.
there. It's busy in there. We already talked about several of the deals, and some. I mean, we haven't even had to step up the mic guy up yet, but we promised this hour.
This hour it's
we're
happening.
Going to take texts. We're going to step up to the mics and talk to a lot more people too. There's a lot of people to talk to here at Tackle Day. It's a busy day, and got a lot going on. Right, Rick?
You're not kidding, man. Yeah, it's just a big day, and we're having a lot of fun on the show this morning. If you want to join us, give us a call at 213-432-1090. For sure, send those texts in to that Let's Talk Hookup app. That's the easiest way to do it. And the best thing, just come down to Tackle Day, man. We're having a great time. There's lots of fun, and you can step up to the microphone, see Gary White there, get your name in the hat. We are going to be giving away a $300 gift certificate to Costa Sunglasses. Costa's here in the parking lot. You can talk to the boys.
Bob, we're going to hear from Bob Hoots this hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And some fantastic deals on Costa Sunglasses, including if you buy a glass pair of 580 sunglasses from Costa,
the best,
you are going to get
this
a
one right here.
$50 gift certificate to
$50.
Costa Sunglasses. How about that?
To Costa.
Yeah, 50 no, to the Fisherman's Landing
To
Tackle
Fisherman's
Shop.
Landing
Yeah.
Tackle.
Yeah, you get a free
That
gift.
you can spend today at Tackle Day.
You got it.
Wow. That's a great deal. Well, let's find out what's biting today.
You got it, man. It's time for the Catch Report. And today, our fishdope.com report is sponsored by our friends right down the street at Summit Gasoline at the San Diego Sports Arena. It is the place to fill up your car, truck, and boat with the lowest in gas and diesel prices. Also, did you know that Summit is the place for the lowest prices on ice and snacks for your trip? Listen to this. It sounds like a misread every time. 25 cents for your first 5-pound bag of ice.
Jeez.
Or $3.99 for 25-pound bags, as many of those as you want. $3.99, that's half the price of most of the others. Plus, you can get the 100 pounds of ice for your 35-gallon fill deal. We talk about that on Let's Talk Hookup. So popular. They also have Kirkland products lower than the prices of the store that makes them. Dozens of great snacks for just 89 cents and more at Summit Gasoline. Free ice for Let's Talk Hookup listeners, and always the lowest prices at the San Diego Sports Arena. We're going to start off our Catch Report with our buddy Chris from East Cape Smokehouse and Curing and Cantina. What's up, Chris? Good morning.
Pedro, Rick,
Hey,
buenos dias.
Hey, did we leave you on hold for a while?
Thanks for hanging in, bro. That's my bad.
No worries, man. You guys got me back for falling in the briar patch last week.
Oh, man. Sorry to leave you there. Our communication here, we've been so busy with just like what's going on. I don't know. But anyway, so what's happening in the East Cape, man?
A great event. It sounds like a great event there today, guys. I wish I was there. And Pete, congratulations on the Beacon Award. Nobody deserves it more than you.
Thanks,
so
buddy.
Anyway, congrats on that. Yeah, of course, guys. So listen, man, we've had a pretty damn good week of fishing down here on the East Cape. Let's start off with the tuna. We got a couple of nice tuna schools about 25 miles out. And, they're moving around, but they're right about 25 miles. Really nice, 35, 40 pounders. Pretty productive week there. Lots of sailfish this week. They're everywhere. We're still going strong on the blue marlin and the striped marlin, but really lots of sailfish. So anglers are having a lot of fun catching those. Wahoo, man, Pedro, they got a lot closer than when we were looking for them. They were really close in off Punta Reina, just at the lighthouse, just to the south here. Not too bad, close in. Some nice 35, 40-pound wahoos coming in. We had a pretty good week of Dorado fishing as well. And for the most part, the most of the nice Dorado are coming off the shark buoys to the north off Punta Pescadero, 5 to 8 to 10 miles out at the shark buoys. some nice ones. 35 again, 35, 40 pounds. It seems to be the poundage coming in, and then a bunch of small rooster fish just right there at the mouth of the marina, right there at La Ribera. Bait wise, beautiful sardines. We've got some ballyhoo. So all in all, a great week of fishing. Pete, you met my partners Beecher and Don the day we went fishing on Vaquera, and Beecher went out on a half day yesterday on Vaquera and filmed a nice promotional video for the website at vaquerasportfishing.com, and so people will be able to see that. But he had a great day out on the water. So anyway, guys, a good week. You know, the season's winding down, but I mean, like I said, so less and less charters. We have a Salt Patrol tourney this week, but as we wind down, just keep a reminder that the fishing is actually good all year round here. It's just that we have to work around the wind, come into November through April. But it's still really good fishing when the wind's not blowing.
Oh, fantastic. Well, hey, great to hear from you, Chris. And of course, I believe kind of winding down your season down there. One more week of the great reports, or a couple more weeks of the great reports from Chris here on the show. But we're looking forward to having you back next Saturday, Chris. And thanks for the report. And sorry to leave you on hanging there for a while.
No worries, Pedro.
All
Thanks,
right,
Chris.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right.
Now, yeah, thanks, buddy. Now we're going to talk to our private boater buddy, our fishdope.com reporter, Captain Mark Wish of Pacific Edge is on the line. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Ricky, Pete, and the Tackle Days gang there.
Yeah, it's
a lot
busy,
of fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I really was hoping to make it down this year just to check out all that stuff, but not going to happen, unfortunately. But it's awesome you got the rain to hold off until later in the day. Perfect timing.
Oh, yeah.
So as to the report, or lack thereof, I got a few random thoughts here for you because just the reports were just very scarce this week between the weather earlier and just the general time of year. It's just getting tough to get that info. But so we got 2 more months of cod fishing before it shuts down at the end of the year. And of course, the cod fishing's fun. But while you're out there poking around the outside rocks, reefs, islands, and such, be sure you keep a tuna-worthy jig stick handy with something appropriate tied on just in case a spot of bluefin or yellowfin pops up. And here's a perfect example. Danny just called me just a little bit ago with the report the fish dope guys had gotten of a spot of yellowfin that had showed up right outside of the 267. I'm guessing that was yesterday afternoon. And another spot just inside of White Rock at Clementi. So, we're going to be seeing those spots of tuna pop up all winter long. We usually do. And if you got a jig stick handy, you might get a shot at catching one of them. So also, over Catalina, the halibut fishing last year got started really early. And it looks like the same thing is happening this year again. That shallow water halibut fishing, on the beaches there, 10 to 40, 50 feet like that. It's already getting started, and most of that fish is 8 to 12 and a few 20s in there, but it's really something fun to do all winter long. It worked out for the last 2 seasons. Also, Catalina, last night I was watching a little video that Eric and Matt had done while they were fishing bass over at the East End, and that reminded me of a customer I had come in this past week who asked about a great big calico bass we've got on the wall. It was a 12 and a quarter pound calico. The guy caught on the breakwater. Beautiful mount. And he said it was similar to one that he caught at Catalina last summer on a mackerel. And what was really interesting about his story is his bass had 4 other hooks in it. So he took his hook out plus the other 4 and let it go. So there's still a great big one swimming around the east end of Catalina somewhere. And they love those mackerels, guys. All those big bass, yellow sea bass, they love those mackerels. Don't worry about fishing them. And so just a heads up, guys, the store is going to be closed this coming week. We're taking a few days off. It's going to be nice. And so the store is going to be closed. We will be answering the phone. And next Saturday, in case I'm going to be still gone. And if it's okay with you, Pete, I'm going to have the world famous Danny Lynch fill in, the main guy from
All
Fish Dope
right.
to fill in for next Saturday.
How fantastic
Cool.
is
That'll be
that?
fun.
Well, that's good. You deserve a little time off and enjoy it. And of course, fishdope.com. You can hear Danny next Saturday then, and the boys. They always have the latest stuff. $30 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code Hookup Now, lowercase, no space, Hookup Now. And Mark, how do we find you except for this week?
Except for this week, we're on a corner of Bolsa Chica and Edinger, and the phone number, we will be answering the phone, 714-840-4262, and the website's PacificEdgeTackle.com. And this is the time of year to start thinking about the bait tanks in addition to all the tackle stuff we got. But the bait tank thing, get them ordered now so we're not freaking out in the springtime when everybody wants to go fishing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wise call on that,
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. Hey, thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. And we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
You got it.
Enjoy your vacation.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Well, hey, we're having a great time here now. Just got on the line. Our good buddy Marcos from C4 Sport Fishing is up next. Good morning, Marcos.
Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today?
Doing great. Having a lot of fun down here at Fisherman's Landing. And boy, we heard there's still some good fishing to be had. What's going on?
There is. It had to happen eventually. It did slow down a bit this week. We had some weather early in the week that put a kibosh on some of the trips there. But overall, the boats getting out are still catching fish. Those half-day trips are doing really well on that deep water rock fishing. Limits of rockfish are close to on most of those. And like we talked about, it's like your freezer filler. You don't have to do the day and a half right now. You can do the half-day trip and, load up on some fish there, have some fish tacos. Hey, we've talked about it before. It's like with Thanksgiving come up, good time to have some fish tacos or bluefin for Thanksgiving. And the way things are going now, it looks like we might still get that. Full-day trips, a little slower. Like I said, they didn't get out for a few days there between the weather and then just a little tougher fishing conditions. They did see some yellowtail yesterday, good bottom fishing there. Day and a half, earlier in the week, the Tribute did come back with some yellowfin. They had 13 yellowfin for their guys there on that day and a half trip. But that's a long trip and a little tougher there. But that one is good. We have some boats out right now, so we're just waiting to hear from them, and hopefully they keep that going. So, like I said, overall, still some pretty good fishing in the mix there. The fish are catching out pretty good. A little blip there with that weather kind of slowed things down a bit, but we're still online pretty much for everything there. Those half days, full days, the day and a half. So definitely check the website, seaforthlanding.com. Our full schedule up there for all those trips. Give us a call at the office, 619-224-3383. And when you guys are done slumming it over at Fisherman's Landing, come on over and, get some burritos and get on the boat and go fishing.
Busy day over here today, tackle day, and maybe you should come over here and get some tackle bargains.
Yeah, or hit up the taco truck, man. We got Tacos El Roro. Yeah, we got it all. We got it on site for you, Marcos. And you can see the beautiful Fisherman's Landing and just, get eyes on what the first class operation looks like.
Oh, here we go.
Step on up.
Hey, Marcos, always great to hear from you. Appreciate that, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
See you, buddy.
Well, talk then, guys.
Thanks, Marcos. All right, that's going to wrap up our Catch Report today. Want to remind you, sponsored by the very best, the Fish Pros at Fisherman's Processing in San Diego, where you can get the premier processing experience. Check out the easier online system to book your processing for your long-range trips. With more team members, Fisherman's Processing stays far ahead of the rest. More same-day capacity, the finest customer service. Stop by their location in Old Town on Taylor Street or check fishermansprocessing.com and be sure to make your reservations today. And a big thanks to Marilee, too. They gave us a really great prize for our Friends of Rollo raffle that we're doing today.
Wow.
Just a hand-picked it, hat, shirt, T-shirt, swag, gift certificate, the whole nine, and just really, really sweet of her and everybody at the team at Fisherman's Processing for taking such good care of us at Tackle Day today.
That is so cool. That is cool. Hey, John from Dallas, Texas is here. He's been here since early this morning. Go ahead and step up to that mic, John, and as we welcome Bob Hoos from Costa. What's up, Bob? Great to hear from you, Bob. Appreciate
you guys have laid the groundwork. It's going to be a beautiful day. And how cool is this? If you want to try on some Costas, you can look right out at the water and check the different lens colors, all that fun stuff.
Yep, there we go.
Hey, real quick, I brought Ricky a present today.
Hey,
I was cleaning out my garage. I know he's a big fan of old surface iron.
I do anything
And
to peel it off.
I found this one. I don't know if it's a good one, but it says Hustler on the back, and it's white. Yeah,
how cool is that? That's awesome.
It looks like a total old school yellowtail.
fantastic,
From the 70s. Hustler. It's kind of fitting.
legit, man. I love
So
it.
catch one on that one.
I will catch one in your honor, buddy. That's awesome. Who's so
Collector's
cool?
Yeah,
I love it.
Hey, John, nice to have you here. Do you have a question?
Morning.
Good morning.
No, I just came to buy a reel.
Oh, yeah?
I got such a good deal on a reel. Right?
Yeah, tell us about it.
I bought a Telica 16A.
Oh, right.
The new
And,
Telica?
my friends make fun of me because I use a Telica 12. So
Yeah.
now I stepped up.
It's a great reel. They're both great reels. Now you have two. And you got free Power Pro on it too, right?
Yes.
How about
Power
that?
Pro and wind on leader.
Sweet.
That's awesome,
They
buddy.
took
All
care-
part of the package.
They took care of me here.
Yeah, they should. They should. Well,
Thank you.
Well, nice to see
Thanks,
you.
John. That's
nice
awesome.
to see you. This is the guy you hear almost every weekend on Let's Talk Hookup, John from Dallas. So you can actually see the guy right here. Thanks, John. I appreciate you supporting the show and coming down to Fisherman's Landing Tackle Day. So tell me about the deal going on Costa today.
So the big deal is the $50 gift card. I'm hearing rumblings up and down this aisle, and that in itself is something to get you down here and do a little shopping. As you mentioned before, there's a lot of really cool brands here down this way. The JRI and the jigging guys.
From West Coast Jiggers and Maxa.
So it's almost like a walking seminar.
Yeah.
And then after the seminar, you can do a little shopping.
Yeah,
But,
that's for sure.
yeah,
So-
we got a brand new order of new styles of Costas, all the different lens frames. We're setting up right over there.
Yeah.
And this outdoor venue is perfect for what we're doing here.
Yeah.
You know, trying
So
the different lenses.
one of the new lenses, super cool, is
the gold. Yeah.
Love the gold.
Yeah, the gold is a rose base, and it makes the colors pop, and it's personal preference. I've got my favorites are the green mirror.
That's still my favorite.
Yeah, copper
But
silver mirror.
The rose is still
Rose
right
is
there.
Rose is in the running.
Yeah.
And we're gonna certainly on a day like this, the rose is a rock star.
Today'd be a good gold lens day.
So green mirror, my everyday choice. Of course, when I'm driving and just hanging out,
Just
I
do gray.
love the straight
Yeah.
gray. The straight gray is great.
Interesting enough, though, a lot of guys that want sunglasses for low light and driving is the Sunrise Silver Mirror.
Sunrise Silver.
Yeah,
mirror,
it's a good driving lens.
Yeah.
And also for overcast days, early morning, and a lot of the guys that are sight fishing are doing the Sunrise Silver.
The Sunrise Silver mirror.
But if you have light eyes, green or blue eyes, and you're sensitive to the sun, it's not a lens for you on a bright sunny day.
So the difference between the new gold and like the green mirror or copper base.
So
is it darker or lighter?
No. The gold mirror is a rose base.
Right.
Green mirror is got a copper
It's
base.
a copper base.
So
are they lighter or darker? Which fade?
the gold is lighter than the green.
Lighter.
Yeah,
Okay.
lighter than the green. So very overcast days, and it's like a cool sensation on your eyes. It's like it makes the colors like soft and cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you got a gold lens on. You look cool.
That is a cool looking
You're a
pair of
rock
shades.
star.
They're pretty cool.
You walk on
Yeah.
the sport boat with a jig stick and rocking Costa gold mirror. People are gonna be like, "That's the guy."
What's your color every day?
every day is gray.
It's
and
gray.
But on the boat, I've got two pairs. I got the green mirror and I got the copper silver mirror for different lighting.
Yeah.
But I switch it up, and some of our captains will tell me about a lens that they like, and I'll try it. I'm like, oh man, I mean, they're out on the water 200 days, so those guys are feeding us the info on what lens color we should be wearing.
We used to never do green mirrors for guys going offshore. Like back in the old days, it was blue mirror offshore. Green mirror was for a redfish guy.
Yeah.
And then Hoos and Lasley came on
Steve
the show.
Lasley started that. Yeah.
I remember Hoos and Lasley were both here, and Laz said, "Oh no, green mirror is
Yeah.
like the very best for seeing fish offshore." And ever since then, it is just the popularity of green mirror for offshore has taken over. We probably sell more. Well, I shouldn't say more, but we sell as
Green
much
and
green
blue.
mirror as
Yeah.
we do blue mirror.
Yeah.
And back in the day, it wasn't even close. Yeah.
Jamie at Seasons also is a big green mirror fan. Benny.
The thing that's so fun about a day like today is like you'll look around and 3/4, of the guys behind every booth are all wearing a pair of Costas, and you can literally talk to them. I mean, like, you can talk to the guys at the Costa booth, find a frame, and whatever, whether it be the pros from the Penn booth or the Shimano booth or Daiwa or whoever it is. Matt Bralla is going to be here from Captain Concepts. Like all those guys, like you get to talk to everybody in the industry today and pick their brain and then go over to the Costa
get
booth.
some great deals.
Exactly.
Another, you got to remember this for your girlfriends, your wives, lady friends. Clementi. Clementi is our new ladies' frame.
okay.
Yeah, Clementi. Named it after one of the Dana Ward sport boats. Clementi is awesome.
Okay.
Super
popular.
popular.
The chicks are going crazy.
Oh,
on it.
is that right?
Clementi.
Yeah.
And then that same version in the guy style is Sueños. And
Sueños.
Sueños, like I put Sueños on and I'm like 40 years old. I'm like, you can put them on. You'll be a young guy.
Is that right?
Yeah, Sueños is like really hip West Coast, and the Clementi is like
For the ladies.
Christmas.
So
Yeah.
you can
That's
try.
awesome.
You have all these new pairs at the
right
Costa
over
booth
there. Yeah,
all right.
right
you
out
Can,
in
you can
front.
see, you can go pick what lens works for you. Go
Yeah.
out to the
Exactly.
water and
You don't
take
even
a
have
look.
to go out to the water. We can see the water
You
from
can
our
see the
booth.
water right
yeah,
there.
we're in your backyard.
Yeah. So and then the deal today only
$50 gift card for Fisherman's Landing, and we have a gift with purchase at Costa.
And we have in addition to the $50.
Yes.
And that's for any like
You're
the
gonna walk
580
away
like a 580 lens.
yeah,
or better.
you're gonna walk away with like $75 like
Worth of
discount
stuff.
of value.
Sick.
And
Which
if you
doesn't
have
happen.
some shopping to do for Christmas, I mean, now today is the day.
Yeah.
And that $50 gift card can be redeemed immediately. Like
Yeah.
if you go and
Yeah.
buy a brand new pair of Costa shades, it's any glass lens, $50 gift card, any polycarbonate lens, $25. You pay for your ticket, you get handed that gift card, and then you can, if you want to turn right back around and go buy something else, you want to get 2-for-1 fluorocarbon, you want to buy your jigs, whatever. You can,
What about
you can
King
use it today.
Tide?
We have a bunch. We love them. We
Yeah.
love King Tide.
Then you get $50.
Yeah, just tell your customers that they need to try the sunglasses on because every face is different.
Totally.
You don't want it to pinch your temples.
Right.
After 4 or 5 hours, you'll get a headache. So
Right.
make sure it fits your face. Make sure you like how it looks on you, and then pick your lens color and your
And that's the cool thing about Costa is that they have the whole Pro Series, they have the regular series.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a regular series guy. I like the kind of the stable thing,
Old
but
school.
the Pro Series is so nice because you can adjust everything too.
Yeah.
On it.
Hey, real quick, you've been plugging everyone here, and thank you. It's great. I need to plug Let's Talk Hookup show. So last weekend, I was working on my boat, had the radio on, listening to you guys. And tomorrow, I'm going to rent one of those little boats out at Dana Land.
Dude,
you guys forgot
they're
it.
so much
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
such a cool thing to
It
do.
was, I wrote it down. I go, I'm going to do that next
Yeah.
weekend because I'll be in San Diego.
I'll tell you
Perfect.
who you need to talk to before you bail. Well, I'll do you one better. What you need to do is attend our last seminar of the day. It's at 1:30.
I'm
and
there.
It's Benny Florentino
And
and
Matt,
Matt
yeah,
Florentino,
yeah.
father son. You want
Really?
to talk
Yeah.
about 2 Mission Bay masters?
Whoa.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, go
I
hit
know
the boys.
that.
Yeah,
I saw Matt. He's over here
Right there at
the
Salty
yeah,
Crew.
his new gig.
And so Benny, his dad's going to be here too.
Yeah. Benny and Matt are going to be doing it together. Father-son duo. Talk about some legit hammers. That's going to be a
Holy
rad one
mackerel.
today. Yeah, we're really pumped
that's a
on that.
Yeah, you guys did great. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a huge plug, and I'm stoked to fish tomorrow.
Totally, that's cool.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on, Hoos. Yeah,
Hey,
that'll
Mo!
be at 1:30. The
the
Benny
1:30?
the Benny and Matt
All
seminar.
right.
Yeah.
Mo, you're up. You're up. Good morning. Thanks for coming down to Let's Talk Hookup, and thanks for being here at Tackle Day.
Hey, Mo.
Nice to see you.
Good morning, guys. A question for Rick.
Yeah, buddy.
I go down to Mexico and I fish the Gabrillas on the shelves there. What lure should I buy for that?
Ooh. So in terms of taking advantage of a deal, there's a couple things. What you really need to do is go inside and talk to Dylan. And Dylan is Bahia de Los Angeles, like born and raised. Dylan's dad, JJ Garrettson, Albacore fisherman and sport boat guy for forever. They've had a house down there, and he grew up doing that. And we sell a lot of different baits, surface irons and jerk baits. He is convinced that the particular the larger of the two Aftco jerk bait, which we have for, I believe, on sale for 50% off outside. But go inside, find Dylan, and say, hey, I want Cabria lures, and he will walk out and handpick them for you. But that Aftco jerk bait, the larger of the two, and in particular, he likes that blue back pink mackerel. If you asked a kid that has born and raised fishing Cabria out there, that's his favorite jerk bait. And the nice thing about those Aftco baits is they're heavy duty hooks, heavy duty rings. A lot of those things work fine maybe for bass up here, but if you want to put them to the rigors of Cabria fishing, you need to change all the hardware. You don't with these. They're ready to go out of the package.
Okay.
But that would be my thought. That, or I'm a diehard surface iron guy till I die, and a 240 two-fish jig surface iron probably be my favorite for in terms of a surface iron.
Robbie Gant from Aftco is here. Good morning, Robbie.
Good morning, fellas.
And Robbie has probably some input on that for you for LA Bay.
LA Bay Cabria.
He already nailed it.
Yeah. That jerk bait is legit, Mo. Yeah. It's really, really good.
And
I'm only good for about 10 casts anyway, so I'm not a big.
The other one you might look at, too, also from that Aftco line, is they have a lure called the Swimmer. And it's it's almost like a cross between a jerk bait and a surface iron and a wax wing. If you took all those things together and put good hardware on it, that would be another very worthy one.
Yellows love that thing.
Okay, I'll go see Dylan now.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, buddy.
All right,
Thanks, Mo.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. And
hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We're going to be talking more with Robbie Hoos and all the great guys here at Tackle Day. You stay tuned. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Sports Grid Radio Network.
Hey, this is Captain Benny Florentino, owner-operator of Coastal Charters. Just want to announce that I'll be running the Camus 26 hybrid boat from West Coast Marine in Costa Mesa. Hybrid being a center console with bay boat features. The boat features a Michael Peters stepped hull that'll give both myself and my guests a comfortable dry ride. West Coast Marine in Costa Mesa will be carrying the 26 hybrid, 28 hybrid, and also a 34 cat. Heck, they even have some great looking bass boats. But if you have any other questions, feel free to call Nick Kelly or Kyle Mesa at West Coast Marine in Costa Mesa, and we'll see you on the water.
Take it from Captain Benny Florentino. West Coast Marine in Costa Mesa is your source for Camus boats, as well as Parker boats, Yamaha outboards, and now Mercury outboards. Sales and service, the finest you can find. Go see Nick and the guys at West Coast Marine on Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check westcoastmarine.com.
Hey, this is Rosie with Cedro Sport Fishing. We have always been the leader with all-inclusive fishing trips to Cedros Island. We now have 2 lodges to choose from and both sit on the cliff edge with relaxing ocean views and gorgeous morning sunrises. With direct flights departing to the CBX in San Diego, we are committed to providing first-class service to our guests and an unforgettable fishing experience. Come check out the yellowtail and calico bass capital in the world. Nobody does it better than Cedro Sport Fishing. Call me at 619-772-7570 or check us out at cedrosportfishing.com. Book soon. Trips are going fast.
Saturday, November 2nd is Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Seminars by saltwater expert, great deals on tackle, top tackle reps like Aftco, Psycho Pro Fluorocarbon, and incredible deals on Aftco clothing. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 2nd.
Hello, this is Captain Mike Totter from Searcher Sport Fishing. Alongside my colleague, Chef Josh Evans, and our dedicated team, we invite you to join us aboard the Searcher. Our fishing trips range from 1.5 to 8 days, available May through November, and include charter options. We're committed to upholding a legacy of top-notch customer service, delicious food, and a friendly and talented crew. Book your fishing adventure online at searchersportfishing.com or call Rachel at 619-226-2403. That's searchersportfishing.com. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.
24 years ago, I visited this amazing place called Haida Gwaii, Archipelago. I just could not get enough of these amazing islands, natural beauty, friendly people, and phenomenal fishing. I knew I had to spend more time there. Moving forward to today, here I am, a fishing lodge Lodge owner. Hi, this is Valerie Hilbridge from Queen Charlotte Safaris in beautiful Haida Gwaii Islands, British Columbia, Canada. We are a boutique lodge just steps from the Sandspit Harbor, offering a truly unique fishing adventure. Our fishing is world class. You will fish for king salmon, halibut, lingcod, and much more. Our fishing grounds are untouched, unspoiled, and surrounded by stunning scenery. We are dedicated to making your adventure an experience that will be a lifetime of memories. We will welcome you as friends, and you will leave as part of the Queen Charlotte Safaris family. You will come for the fishing, and you'll come back for the memories. We are booking now. Please give me a call at 1-877-815-2892 or check us out on Instagram, Facebook, or website qcsafaris.com.
Back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here live at Tackle Days. See a big line forming up at the outside booth. I know the inside's going crazy.
Busy,
and,
man.
Again, a half hour from the official start. I think it's going to be a big one today.
It's still going off.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think it's officially started here. And I see Benny Florentino over there with his son, too. So that seminar is coming up at 1:30.
Yeah, that's going to be a really cool one. We
Yeah.
have 3 seminars throughout the day. Again, starting at 9:15, like we said, Captain Matt Bralla from Two Fish Jigs in the San Diego.
Wow.
That's going to be awesome. And then at 12 o'clock, the whole team from Mike and from West Coast Jiggers, and then Brian Nguyen is going to be talking all things vertical speed jigging, tuna fishing, techniques, rods, all that. And then the father-son duo of Benny and Matt at 1:30.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And Robbie, so your AFCO booth, what do you have going on?
I had to bring a sheet of paper.
Yes, a cheat sheet.
It's a long list, but yeah, I mean all kinds of awesome sales. I think probably the buy one get one free on Psycho Pro.
Insane.
Fluorocarbon,
What?
that's insane.
Wow.
And obviously right now we've got incredible swordfish going on. So 25% off your rod belts and harnesses, and
25% off.
25% off gaffs.
Whoa!
And then
across the board,
including the breakaway for a swordfish.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all there. 35% off all of our bags. Gloves are 33% off. Shorts $15 off. We got our t-shirts at 20.
35% off all the bags.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Whoa.
absolutely. Here it is. We got it right here. Got my cheat sheet.
Yeah. And what else? I'm sorry. I keep hearing these deals. Like what?
And if it's not marked, it's 10% off. So
wow,
everything AFCO's on sale today.
And the jigs are buy one get one free.
The line is buy one get one, and then the lures they've got all kinds of different prices, but they're all marked way down from your everyday price. It's pretty awesome.
It is for sure the best one we do of the year. We have a lot of sales, and often a sale setting, we might get lucky enough to get to offer Psycho Pro at buy two get one free, but this is the only time it's buy one get one free across the board.
Yeah,
how cool!
Wow, and then the lures are is that part of the buy two get one free?
Everything inside buy two get one free, and then in the outside booth they're marked down to a discount even greater than that. Buy two get one free equates to a 33% off. We have some AFCO lures that are down as low as 70% off outside.
What?
Yeah, it's just it's the one time, one day, one big sale. Let's get with it.
Yeah, and the advantage of those lures is that they come with the right gear. You don't have to buy hooks for them. You don't have to buy split rings.
That was the whole point of when we designed those lures. Just being a fisherman myself and buying lures my entire life, you'd always get a great lure, and then the first thing you'd have to do is take the split rings off and the hooks off, and then you got to go buy the owner hyperwire split ring and the ST66 treble, and just to make it tuna friendly.
Put another $20 into it.
Exactly. So these right out of the box are ready to go.
They're ready to go. So CCA, Grobby's, among other things, is a huge CCA supporter, and you're the president of the LA chapter this year.
The South LA chapter. So we've got next Sunday, November 10th, at the Compton Hunting and Fishing Club is our annual barbecue, our annual banquet.
Big event.
Yeah, it's huge. Right now we've got 19 or 20 tables sold. There's 10 people to a table, so we're looking at close to 200 people if every table gets full. The guys have done a great job. You can go to, we still have openings for more people. So if you're out there and you want to come to our event, it's next Sunday. It's $75 a person. If you want to buy a table, it's for 10 people. It's $700. We have the Calabasas Catering Company comes out. It's a fantastic barbecue, all the free beers you'd ever want to drink, and sodas and waters. But this year, I want to say our raffle, silent auction, and live auction is a banger.
Sick.
We've got over $18,000 worth of items that we're going to be raffling and auctioning off. A couple of key items. I don't remember the actual model numbers, but Randy at United Composites gave us 3 rods. There's a Raptor. Oh, gosh. The 9E, and then there was another rod. Anyways, but they're one of a kinds. He built them.
Wow, how cool. Like one-offs.
It's a one-off. You cannot get them anywhere else. And then we do have a CalStar 100J mag that you can only get as a blank, but CalStar is actually going to factory wrap it for us.
That's awesome.
So again, we've got 4 like one-of-one rods, priceless kind of items if you're really into that. And then everything else in between. I mean, I've got a Glock 22 that we're going to have. In a,
What?
So yeah, we've just got everything.
Yeah, does Governor Newsom know about that?
Yeah. But I mean, but the whole thing, like all the money that we're going to raise next week, it all goes to CCA, California.
Awesome.
And that, we're always up against, Governor Newsom and his buddies.
And his cronies. Yeah.
So it's just a big fight, and we want to make sure that we continue to have the rights to fish. It's our right to fish. It's not a privilege to fish. It's our right.
Right.
And we are making sure that we continue that and that our future generations can go out there and catch fish.
And you guys at AFCO lead the pack when it comes to supporting our right and our love to go fishing. And Bill Shedd and nobody donates more money. Nobody donates more time than Bill, you, and all the guys at AFCO.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. It's just like their 10% pledge. We don't really preach it a whole lot, but everything that we make, 10% of the profits from AFCO always go back to fisheries.
Back to the fisheries.
Yeah,
wow.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Hey, Jay from OB is here. Jay, you still hanging around? Hey, Jay, step up to that mic and you have a question.
What's up, Jay?
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Good morning.
Question is, I'm going to buy probably the 10 Saragossa. What's the best line I should put down on that one for that? And then what's the rod I need to pair that with?
Ooh, some good questions.
Yeah. Robbie, what do you think? You used to be in that
Put Robbie's
business.
old hat back on.
Yeah.
10,000 Saragossa.
I would do 65-pound Max Quattro.
Totally.
For sure. The rods, I've been out of it for a couple of years now. I don't know what their new latest.
For me, it's a Terramar. I love those things. I think that it's the right rod for not spending a ton of dough. I do an 8-foot Terramar, probably a medium heavy to heavy. The other rods that I really like a lot that are a little more spendy, but certainly not out of budget, are the Grappler series. And the Shimano Grappler, like an 82H or an 83H, would be probably the right size for a 10,000 reel, maybe even as light as an MH, but probably the 82H Shimano Grappler. It's in that same category cost as the Saragossa, that $300-ish range. So, I mean, it's a high-end rod for sure. You could save a few bucks by going Terramar, but if you were wanting to pull on bigger fish, tunas and things like that, I'd go more the Grappler side. And this is going to be more inshore, Cabria yellow, things like that, then maybe go the Terramar side.
But now with the wrapper, could it still catch the smaller stuff?
Oh, of course. Yeah, for sure. Just you're paying the extra bucks for a little more lifting power, higher end components. It's a 2-piece rod, which is nice. And they do a really cool 2-piece with those. It ferrules at the handle, not in the middle of the rod. So none of the bend of the rod is affected by being 2-piece. The part that's supposed to stay straight at the handle, that's where it ferrules. So
what is the difference between a 2-piece and a solid piece? I mean, you'd think a 2-piece would be worse. I don't know.
It's not better or worse necessarily, but it's very difficult to make a rod to continue to bend appropriately through a joint or through a ferrule. And so this one ferrules at the handle. So the part of the rod that's supposed to stay straight anyways, you're not worried about affecting how that bends or not. So yeah, it's a really slick rod.
Go to the Shimano booth here.
That's the move. Yeah, totally.
Check them out, and they're on sale.
You got it. 15% off the rods, 10% off all the reels, free Spectra. It's a can't miss for sure.
Deal. All right.
And then one quick one. Do they make a Carolina snap-on already pre-rigged?
Carolina rig. I'm sure gettable and I'm sure doable, but I don't know of one that's done. But it's just so quick with the swivel that totally.
All right. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate that. What?
I got to say this one real fast. So this was a very special thing that we just got dropped off. It's from JRI.
Yeah.
There was a lure years ago called the Hooker Intruder, and it was about the most popular Wahoo trolling lure around. The ones that like pop up on, internet auctions go for the hundreds of dollars. Jerry has all of the tooling and bought the rights to make them and makes a few, and they're impossible to get. And he donated 3 of them to our friends Aralo raffle today. Usually when these things hit some kind of online auction, they go in the multi-hundreds of dollar range.
No way.
And he made 3 of them just for our Tackle Day raffle today. So we're going to be giving away 1 at each of the raffles.
And so that's right here. You can buy it from Mrs. Maxa Dallas over there and her friends. You buy those Rafford tickets, and when's all that stuff go on?
We do one after each of our seminars. So, I would say they'll be around around probably 10:30, 1 o'clock, and then our final one happens usually like around 2:30, something like that. It's just right after the seminars
showing
wrap
them
up.
on the Facebook and YouTube live now. Hard to see that, but that's what they are.
That was the lure that last week you joked they were made of unobtainium. That's what those are. Like you cannot get those, and they're such good wahoo trolling lures. So that was really generous. And he just
doesn't make very many of them.
They're just they can't keep up with making the jigs. These are way more time consuming, and they're just a very special thing like that. And their jig deal is really cool too. In addition to the buy two get one free, like we're doing with JRI, if you buy 4 jigs, you also get the 2 free that you would get from us. And they make a brand new, they call it the depth charger. It's a very high end, Eddie Bomb style lure made from JRI. Really high end hooks, really high end. It's got a treble and assist hooks. It's a $40 value. You get that for free. So if you go into the shop, buy JRI, you'd buy 4 lures. You're going to walk away with 6, and you're going to go to that booth and get a $40 fully rigged depth charger bomb also too. Yeah,
and that's only today.
Just today. That's it, man.
That's amazing. Baja Ben. Hey, Ben. It looks like you loaded up there. Look at that. New rods. You got a whole bag of tackle there.
Morning, guys. How's
Morning.
it going?
Morning.
No, I'm the unofficial tackle director for our little tournament we're doing in San Quintin. So brought my buddy down, got him set up with the Torium 20 with some 65-pound braid and 40-pound.
Nice.
Got him hooked up with one of them pen rods, a 30 to 60, 7.5 for more yo-yo setups. Shorter.
Sweet.
Maybe not get as tired.
How much was that rod?
Half off. Couldn't believe it.
That's
half
awesome.
off.
Awesome.
$150, I think.
Wow.
Out the door.
Sweet.
I think it's almost a $300 rod.
Yeah.
The other one was a $180 rod, $80 out the door.
Half off. And that was outside here.
Yeah, outside. They're going fast. You got to get down.
I'll bet.
Any other recommendations, though, that you got maybe for the tournament, yo-yo fishing, bottom fishing, anything you guys might be able to throw in, give us a little edge on the winning,
If I was picking a winner on a yo-yo jig, boy, that's a tough call. Yo-yo jig's one of those things, right place, right time. Maybe those brass jigs that we were talking about earlier this morning, get yourself down fast. But that's a tough one. Certainly a lot of good ones. I'll tell you one place that maybe you score some really good ones with jigs that we didn't talk about this morning was the mystery boxes. And we see those going, kind of everybody's got one there. The mystery boxes we have at 2 levels. One of them are one box for $50, the other for $100. A $50 box is guaranteed to have a minimum of $125 worth of SoCal fishing tackle in it. It might be jigs, it might be clothing, it might be tools, it might be fluoro. We don't know. $50 guarantees you $125 worth of merchandise. The $100 mystery box guarantees that you get $250 worth of stuff. You don't know what's in it until you open it. There are no returns, there's no going back. It's the gamble, but it's guaranteed to be a minimum of $125 or a minimum of $250. And at both levels, there's some extreme prizes. We have a 2-speed lever drag reel in one of them. We got a bait motel. We got rods. We got TLD 15s in one of them. So all those boxes we learned last year have a certificate in them, because all the ones that had reels, guys were shaking them, and there's a reel rumbling around in this one, so I'll take that. So we got smart. So some of them just have a certificate that says you just won a brand new 2-speed lever drag reel, but that's a really popular one. As you can see, all these boxes going up to the counter here. That's what those are, the mystery boxes.
Mystery
box. $50 gets you a guaranteed of $125 worth of goodies. The $100 box guaranteed $250.
Wow.
So Ricky, which one do I need to buy?
The one that's got the reel in is that one up top in the back there. We put it behind all the others. So grab that one.
Appreciate it.
That's it. Lance and Vista. Lance, are you still around? Lance, thanks
What's up,
for coming
Lance?
by, Lance. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming down to Tackle Day. Great to see you
Good
guys.
morning.
Good morning.
Just want to start with saying that
Step right up to that mic there.
Just want to start by saying what a great event. It's great to be down here, seeing you guys support the tackle and the fishing industry, and just promoting this great event. Mo, my dad, just got me my Christmas present.
Mo's your dad.
Hey, right on.
Look
So
at that.
just want to start with that great deal he got here. He got I think it's not the Torium, is a Trinidad. I think Trinidad 30A.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so it's going to replace my old beat up Torium. But they also said that you guys are still servicing the Toriums, which is actually good to know. Didn't have to worry about that. He's getting the new one. But still, when I was in there, I kind of heard the knowledgeable staff, and they're talking about you know, they again, great deal. You get the free Spectra backing.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about putting this top shot on there, and it seems like there's still, I know you guys talked to this a lot probably, but you know, the guy was talking about putting either Spectra or fluoro or mono on your top shot. And is there a really good rule of thumb? I know some people put mono, but then have the connection, another connection. So you have now three knots. Is there a really good rule of thumb about, you know, putting, because we got the nice Spectra on there, now we got to put the top shot. What do you think we should go with on that?
There's no right or wrong thing, and all of them have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
You know, hearing from Mo and knowing that you guys like to do a lot of Baja and lure casting and Cabria fishing, I think a longer top shot of monofilament is probably your best bet. It's easier to cast, it's more forgiving, but there's pros and cons to everything. Filling the reel directly full of your Power Pro and then fishing a short top shot allows for no stretch. You can fish heavier line. You can get greater line capacity. So there's plenty of pros and cons to each, but monofilament is just easier on the angler, easy to cast, allows you to make a lot more mistakes and not pay the price from it.
And one other thing, he said there's maybe an opinion about how the either the mono or the
fluorocarbon.
The fluoro changes the way the lure moves through the water. What's your take on that? Is there really something there?
There is some. It matters slightly less in saltwater fishing the way that we do things, but the thought on that is like poppers and lures that stay on the surface. Fluorocarbon sinks more than monofilament does, so that can affect how, like, if you have a relatively heavy top shot of fluorocarbon, it can pull the nose of your popper down and maybe not make it fish as effectively. It's greater exaggerated in freshwater when you have lighter lines and much smaller lures. A big popper doesn't get affected as bad, but it does, you know, and it's certainly something to think about. Mono floats more, Spectra sinks more. So depending on what your lure is doing, that might aid in what one way you went or another.
All right, thanks, guys.
Go. Hey, thanks. A nice sweatshirt.
Yeah,
the AFCO sweatshirt.
absolutely.
Like that one,
Yeah, I
Robin?
like it.
Yeah, for sure.
This show. So.
Oh,
Right
okay,
on.
Great. All right. Thanks for coming down. Dave and Poway, you're next up. Dave. Nice to see you, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Morning, guys. The crowd is building here. It's good to see.
It is.
And I'm here taking advantage of Tackle Day. We've got a couple of charters going, and the charter masters asked me to find some raffle items.
Hey, there you go.
I've been shopping and giving you some business. We patronize you throughout the year, of course, when you fish. Question for you, Rick, and that is, I was wondering if you could speak to what goes into deciding what deserves, in new product that is, shelf space. Yeah, how you go about that? Is it ICAST that influences that when they introduce new products?
Our biggest way that we add new products, something that we've never had, is by customer demand. And we get hit up every day by somebody that makes the newer version of whatever, something else that already exists. And our blanket answer is it's up to you to create a demand for it wanting to be in here. There's some things that are compelling and obvious, and this thing is going to kick serious butt, and it's going to be in here. But everybody makes a fishing T-shirt today. But Fishworks has been making T-shirts since the 80s, and AFCO and Salty Creek. You know, like, it's up to somebody to create their product and get their buzz and have people, like, we need to be, asked by a customer all the time, hey man, why don't you have this brand product, or can you get me this thing? So that has a lot of influence. Or if it's something that we, no doubt, oh my God, this is it. Look how much better this particular lure is and what's out there. And that goes in.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks,
and
Dave.
The other thing I was going to say was a compliment to your crew.
Very
you
generous.
guys
Thank you.
invariably do a good job of, not encouraging an oversale.
That's very
steering us toward the, just the
right
product.
stuff.
That is very
The
important
right
to
stuff.
us, and
Dave,
nice of you to say. Thank you.
Nice for that. Thanks for coming by. Lawrence, Fishworks.
How's it going?
What's up,
What's going?
Lawrence? Great to hear.
Good to see you,
Great
buddy.
To see you. You've got a whole thing going on right next to us. People have been watching it on the YouTube and Facebook all morning. You guys are busy over there.
Yeah, well, the girls are busy. I'm just talking.
You're just talking.
He's hanging
yeah,
out.
boy. Anything new? What are you selling over there?
We're selling, we have everything down here pretty much, but everything is for the hats. They're $10 off. T-shirts are $10 off. All the bottoms, shorts, pants are $15 off, and the same with the jackets. And everything inside the store is pretty much the same price. And we brought a couple new items like T-shirts that, like the Jigs shirt I got on right now.
Yeah.
So
love the Baja tripping shirts.
Oh, we love that
Those
too.
are cool.
And I just got back from Baja, so that was great.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
Did you
always
catch
good.
Better waves or better fish?
It was equally as good.
Oh, all right.
And,
Good answer.
I
Kinda
took
all
that-
of the above.
Right. It was great waves. We had those 2 swells back to back, and then the fishing obviously was good. I had a young surf family from Salt Creek that I took down there, and they caught their first yellowtail, first Sierra, first
So
calico
cool.
bass.
Rad.
Took them out on the Ponga. We did the Estero thing as well. Great halibut fishing, all that.
How fun is that? Roy, you still around? Roy from San Diego? You still around?
Hey,
There's
Roy.
right there. We'll try and sneak in Roy here. He's been patiently
Good
waiting.
morning.
to
Hey,
get up to the
congratulations,
mic.
Pete, by the way, for that award there coming up
thanks
in the
very much.
next year.
Thanks.
Quick question, especially with the guy for Lawrence here. I'm looking for a rain jacket, something I can wear actually in the rain. Maybe that's a couple of hours. I'm on a hot bite. Don't want to leave. I don't care about getting wet, but don't want to get soaked. You guys, something available? Or?
Well, we have a lightweight one that we sell that's perfect for, type of fishing we do here, like whether you're bait fishing or nighttime fishing, and it's packable, and then Robbie, the Avco has something that's a little more technical. We used to do something a lot more technical, but for our kind of guy who just wants, for sport boat fishing, they want something that's durable, tough, and keeps them dry for, those moments of nighttime fishing. And then you can get in and out of it fairly quick.
And then, Robbie, you guys at AFCO have multiple layers of different things, right?
And so that would be, depending on like how much you wanted to spend. You can buy a really nice jacket for $80, and you can spend up to $500. So it really all depends on what you're looking for. But to Lawrence's point, like the durability, the water resistance, just everything that goes into it. There's it's like a fishing rod or a reel. There's just multiple levels that you can go up and go down.
Yeah, and because you guys cater to guys that are in cold environments as well as warm environments.
Yeah, especially with the last couple of years, we've gotten pretty heavy into the freshwater bass world.
Yeah.
And so those guys are obviously fishing, the St. Lawrence River, or the places up in Michigan where
Stuff
it
that gets
freezing cold.
And the cool thing too is you have layers too.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
very good with the layers.
From A to Z. We got it all.
Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including finding out who's winning this $300 gift certificate to Costa. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Sports Grid Radio Network.
Hey guys, this is Ali Husseini from Local Knowledge and BD Outdoors. I'm a lucky guy in so many ways, and one thing I'm really grateful for is my little brother, Yosef. Yosef is not only a fellow angler, but he's also an amazing realtor that specializes in helping us in the angling community find the ultimate home. If you own a home, get a free no-obligation evaluation online now by typing in SoCalHomeEval.com. That's SoCalHomeEval.com. All you do is put in your address, and you'll get a home value report immediately sent to your email. No pressure. No obligations, just answers. Yosef is the SoCal real estate go-to guy. He's helped me and so many of my fellow fishing buddies find what they're looking for in a home. He knows anglers and he understands the real estate market. Not only that, but he's also a really nice guy. How many brothers can you say that about? Go to SoCalHomeEval.com and find out where you stand in the real estate market, and then get with Yosef and find your ultimate home. Again, go to SoCalHomeEval.com and we'll see you on the water.
Saturday, November 2nd is Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Come see seminars by saltwater experts, great deals on tackle from Shimano like Terramar rods with TC4 blank construction. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 2nd.
Gamakatsu is not just all about hooks. There's so much more, including the new Gamakatsu fillet knives. Once you try one, you'll always want more. The new tools are also very special, including the Gamakatsu braid scissors made with ceramic blades, so they'll never rust. Check out the new lineup of shirts and hats, and of course, Gamakatsu fishing pliers and boxes are amazing. Gamakatsu, much more than just the best hooks. Get them at your local tackle shop or at gamakatsu.com.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know: CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your San Diego County Ford dealers is the place to start with a full lineup of vehicles and available powertrains. Get your ideal combination of power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Hookup!
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Okay, it is time.
Yeah, and your wife, Dallas,
Yep.
picked the winner. And who is it?
Hey, look at that. We had Jay from OB. You got yourself a $300.
Jay, if you're still
Yeah,
here.
that's right. Yeah, I got
Jay,
it. There he is right there.
There he is right there.
$300 coming to Costa Sunglasses.
Costa, yeah.
Congratulations,
You can
man.
thank
That's
Dallas
awesome, Jay.
Maxa over there. She did it. And thank you all for being here. Of course, Tackle Day, it's going to happen all day today till 3 o'clock outside.
You
and
got
then
it.
all evening in the inside.
Yeah, by
right?
5:36 when we shut her up today, we'll
Yeah.
be up. But yeah, come on down, having a great time. Killer deals on tackle, seminars, raffles, casting contests, great food. It's going to be an awesome day.
Yeah, it's so give us a rundown on the seminar schedule again.
Seminars again start at 9:15 with Captain Matt Bralla from Two Fish Jigs. Then at 12 o'clock, Brian Wynn and the guys from West Coast Jiggers. And then wrapping up will be Benny and Matt Florentino, and that's at 1:30.
1:30. And then, of course, at every seminar, you're going to be drawing from the raffle prizes here.
Yeah, all of
Right?
our raffles will happen approximately an hour after the seminars. As soon
Okay.
as they wrap up, then we'll do a round of
And
raffles
you're gonna
after
be doing
each.
it. How's your voice going to hold up?
We'll find out.
Yeah, because you do all those raffles too. And then, of course, don't forget the pick a box at the Rallo, and you get the grand raffle prizes too. And boy, what
Lots
a
of great
show.
deals today.
Thank you very much to JP for manning the phones and the board back there in Sports Grid. Thanks to Adam for all he does on the Let's Talk Hookup app. And, of course, thanks to all of you that showed up here this morning. Thanks to Doug Kern and all his staff for being here at Tackle Day. Tomorrow morning, Captain Brandon Hayward from Bite Sport Fishing. He's out fishing sorts right now, so he'll have a fresh report tomorrow, 7 to 9 a.m. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow morning right back here on Sports Grid Radio Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, 1090 a.m., and, of course, the Let's Talk Hookup app. We'll see you then.